Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check. How do you guys read me? I think we're gonna kick this one up. We need to go live immediately here. We need to go live soon. There's late breaking information that's gonna impact silver. I'm gonna bump this up even quicker here. Even quicker. 2 minutes. We'll be live in 2 minutes here. I'm getting everything ready, guys. Please smash the like. Please share the stream. We're going live. Emergency broadcast here. Big gold silver news. 1 second. I gotta post a tweet. Okay, I'm putting out the tweet right now. 1 second here. Okay. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to go live here. We're going to jump right into it, guys. We're going to jump right into it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker. Coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Do you guys read me? Am I loud? Am I clear? Over 1,900 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. And although this channel is about gold and silver, we are going to be covering the markets opening here shortly. There is late breaking news. Late breaking news, and it could affect gold and silver as we speak. So let me go ahead and refresh this here. 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. I just rushed on live. We didn't do the normal countdowns. I got to break down this breaking news for you. Remember, on my standing watch out situations I give every week for the gold and silver markets, one of the things I cover, no, the Chinese markets open tomorrow. I'll be covering that live. Don't worry. But one of the things I cover are geopolitical issues, things happening around the globe and how it can impact the gold and silver markets. The gold and silver markets are going to be opening back up in 45 minutes. We'll be covering that here live. But I got late breaking major news, major breaking. Here we go. And this is why you should follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, because I break this stuff when I'm not online. Here's what's going on. And this is going to affect gold and silver. So here we go. Major breaking. Mexico is on fire. The CJNG cartel is unleashing all hell after reports of El Mencho taken out. He is a drug cartel lord over there. Vehicles are torched. Black smoke over Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. Roadblocks everywhere. Guadalajara airport in panic. Armed men storming the terminals. People sprinting for cover. Tourism hotspots turn into war zones. Who's really running Mexico right now? If you have friends or family in the impacted area, they need to shelter in place and stay off the roads. Kidnapping of American tourists may occur or may already be occurring. Silver and gold watch out. Geopolitical instability. Watch the chaos. So this is from Mario. He posted this. This is from 4 hours ago, and this is how bad it was. If you look anywhere down there, it's just plumes of smoke everywhere. Cars are being set on fire. Gas stations are being set on fire. Banks are being set on fire. Here's the next tweet. I was tweeting this out as it was happening. Breaking footage emerging of CJNG cartel unleashing, storming the Guadalajara airport. Panic, armed men storming terminals. People sprinting for cover. Tourism hotspots turning to war rooms. Here's in the airport. And I'm going to break down why this matters to gold and silver. So smash that like button if you like all the coverage I do. Not only just gold and silver specific, but stuff that impacts it. And then I just put out this tweet breaking cartel chaos in Mexico, 5 p.m. deadline. The CJNG narco cartel just dropped a terrifying ultimatum. Hand over El Mencho's body because he was killed by the Mexican special forces. And names of who killed him, or we will enter homes and hotels tonight. That's what they said. Streets are already burning. Guadalajara airport stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts locked down. Tourists are trapped. Narco blockades everywhere. Vehicles torched. Flights canceled. Shelter in place for Americans. This is not a drill. If you have family or friends in Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara or nearby. Warn them now. Stay indoors. Do not travel. Mexico is exploding right after El Mencho's death. Retaliation is here. Reports of a prison being attacked to free prisoner. Probably other gang members and cartel members. Retweet if you're watching this unfold, if you have quotes on the ground. And again, this is a watch out situation, ladies and gentlemen. This is a watch out situation for gold and silver, and I'm about to break down why right here. This is the last tweet I just put out 25 minutes ago. The Mexico cartel meltdown, silver supply threat. So the CJNG chaos in Jalisco is exploding. Blockades, threats to hotels, homes after El Mencho's drug cartel leader's death. Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. 25% of the world's silver comes from here. Previous violence already shut mines in Sinaloa. Remember, maybe a couple weeks ago, 10 workers inside a mine in Sinaloa were kidnapped and killed. So that's another cartel that was doing violence there in Sinaloa. If it's something like this hits operations in near Jalisco, like Tierra Negra, I don't know how to say that, Ternera, a supply crunch, it could be a possible price spike. So from my research, I did it very quickly. I believe the chaos, this chaos right here, I believe all this chaos, the major cartels attacks, are only 50 kilometers away from active silver mine and the Tierra Negra, run by Endeavor Silver, ticker EXK. Also, First Majestic Silver Corp, ticker AG, which I'm invested in. They have a mine, and I'm invested in Endeavor too, by the way. They have a mine in San Martin del Bolanos district, and that's only 250 kilometers north of Guadalajara. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver supply. Gold and silver as safe havens already rallying amid U.S. Iran tensions. Gold to 5,100, silver to 84 plus. Stackers, this is your chaos hedge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is big breaking news going on right now. And I'm going to break down more news in here in a second. And I've got some specific silver news I'm going to go over next. But I'm going to take a second here. I want to explain to you what's happening, what's going on. Again, the name's International Stacker. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're not. Ladies and gentlemen, we are only at 58 subscribers away from the next big show, 64,200. So please subscribe. If you got questions, put them in chat. We are going to be covering the silver and gold markets opening up today, which is just 42 minutes away. We'll be covering that live. And also, China reopens tomorrow evening, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow evening. The Chinese markets will be opening back up. But if you got questions about what I just read, what I just went over, put them in chat, and I'll answer those questions. And I'm going to break down some news for you guys. And guys, I said I'm in Key West. Where are you guys in the world, and what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on some water right now. And we got someone saying, good evening from the Netherlands. That's Kassahout. Good to see you, Kassahout. And then I said, this is a great sign. So that's the update on Mexico and how it could affect silver prices. If you just joined, I'll probably go over it again here in a little bit. But now I'm going to Pure Silver News, then I'll be back to that. I get all my breaking news from your channel, says Kevin. Thank you. This should push silver up a few notches, possibly Silver Pug. And I said, this is a great sign. One of our favorite technical analysts on this channel, Rashad, says silver's monthly chart turns green after falling every month nearly 50% from its recent top. A good sign towards the end of the month. So we have had, of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, all but one candle, monthly candle has been green. And if we can keep up where we're at now, this candle is slated to be a green, and that is pretty bullish there. Wow, we got people sipping on beer. We got people sipping on tea. People sipping on all kinds of different stuff. Good to see everybody in chat. Over 1,100 of you guys. Please smash that like. I'm going to keep going over the news. I'm going to do the Mexico update again here in 30 seconds. If you guys missed it and you want the Mexico update, put Mexico, and I'll tell you how it could affect silver. Here's a tweet I put out earlier this morning. Silver fuse lit, 5 days to chaos. March COMEX squeeze is incoming. Clive Thompson, he's great, guys. YouTube creator, check him out. Clive Thompson just dropped a bombshell breakdown. Registered deliverable silver in the COMEX warehouses is 88 million and draining fast. We're aware of that. But March open interest equivalent of 239 million. That's nearly 3 times the supply. Shorts are naked and exposed. If too many longs stand for delivery after February 27th, first notice day, price could explode upward. Key watch out dates. So he goes over all the watch out dates. I tagged his video in here. So go to my X, follow me there, and I'll do that. And it looks like people want the Mexico update again. So I'm going to do the Mexico update. And guys, I'm always watching late breaking news, so I can update you guys on watch out situations. And for anyone joining the channel that's not into gold and silver, my channel is usually about gold and silver, but I also cover geopolitics that affects gold and silver. And a late breaking news, I went live early to cover this, so I'm going to cover this one more time. I think Clive Thompson's the man as well, Max. I love him. Hello, dear friends. I love when he says that. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the late breaking news of what's going on in Mexico. I started reporting on it 2 to 3 hours ago. So let me give it to you guys. This is only going to take me about 2 minutes to do this update, so bear with me. But you're going to see how this relates to the silver and gold market. So I'm going to issue an alert. This is a big deal. This is a highly dangerous situation. Major breaking. Mexico is on fire. The CJNG cartel unleashing all hell after reports of El Mencho, who is their cartel leader, was taken out by Mexican special forces. But ladies and gentlemen, they're also saying the U.S. was involved. Okay. And that's on the street, on the ground. People think the United States is involved in this. So this is a very dangerous situation for any Westerners on the ground in Mexico right now. Very dangerous situation. Vehicles are being torched, black smoke over Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. I also heard reports of other areas too, even some places in Tijuana. So it could be spreading. I'm not sure. It's still it's happening live as we speak. There's literally cartel roadblocks everywhere. And guys, cartels in Mexico are extremely dangerous. They've got like weaponry that any major military would have. They are armed to the teeth. Guadalajara airport is in panic. Armed men storming the terminals. People sprinting for cover. Tourism hotspots turning into war zones. Who's really running Mexico? Right now, it seems like it's the cartel. If you have friends or family in the impacted area, let them know to shelter in place. This is extremely dangerous. There we go. So there's the smoke. You could see cars, and this is an older video. It's even worse now. Cars are being set on fire. Banks are being set on fire. It is not a good situation in certain parts of Mexico right now. And look at this tweet I just put out a little after that. Breaking footage emerging of CJNG cartel members unleashing, storming Guadalajara airport. Panic as armed men storming the terminals. Look at this. These are in airport terminals. People running. There's even crazier videos out there I can't show on stream. So this is late breaking news. And then this tweet, breaking cartels, cartel chaos in Mexico, 5 p.m. deadline. The CJNG narco cartel just dropped a terrifying ultimatum. Hand over El Mencho's body because he was killed by the Mexican special forces. And names of who killed him, or we enter homes and hotels. Guys, if you've got friends or family down there right now, warn them, stay inside. Even if they're not in those cities, they need to stay inside, stay off the streets, shelter in place. This has a propensity. This could get big, and it could get pretty violent. So you need to warn people who are down there. Streets are already burning. Guadalajara airport stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts are locked down and tourists are trapped. There's videos of tourists right now on rooftops. Narco blockades everywhere. Vehicles torched. Flights canceled. Shelter in place for Americans. This is not a drill. If you have family or friends in Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, or nearby, warn them now. Stay indoors. Do not travel. Mexico is exploding right after El Mencho's death. That is, again, a cartel leader. Retaliation is here. Reports of prisons being attacked to free prisoners. And then the last tweet I'll say on this, and then I'll get straight back here into pure silver and gold news. But look at this. Mexico cartel meltdown, silver supply threat. CJNG chaos in Jalisco's exploding blockades, threats to hotels, homes after El Mencho's drug cartel leader's death. Mexico produces 25%. Read that again. Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. Previous violence already shut down mines in Sinaloa. That was a week or two ago. 10 of the miners there, the workers, were killed. I should say unalived. I don't want the stream to get censored. Please, guys, smash that like button. We're at 352. Let's get up to 500. Please hit it as I continue to give you the late breaking news. If it hits Jalisco ops like Tierra Nera supply crunch, is possible. We could see a silver price spike. From my research, I believe the chaos is just 50 kilometers away from an active silver mine run by Endeavor Silver, EXK, and First Majestic Silver Corp, AG mine in San Martin del Bolanos district. Appears to be only 250 kilometers north of Guadalajara. Ladies and gentlemen, could we see the spillover and affect gold and silver? Remember, at the start of every week and sometimes through the weeks, I give updates on watch out situations for gold and silver. And boy, oh boy, could this one definitely affect silver. Remember, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. I've got some more breaking news here. This is pure silver news. Oriental Ghost is reporting that China's gold market is in complete chaos. Many shops halted new gold bar sales. Pre-holiday contracts getting refunded amid insane demand shortages. Physical gold is vanishing. $10,000 an ounce coming soon. Are you stacking? See its post below. And this is from Bay. Xiaojin Bang, he's down there in China, or over there in China, I guess I should say, and he does all kinds of updates. So that's some breaking news from China. There's some questions here in chat. I'm going to read the questions here in chat. Because the U.S. military was involved, do you think the military will go down to... I mean, it's possible, J65. What's being reported on is the way that the military of the U.S. was involved supposedly was like intelligence sharing. But I think it's naive to not think we didn't have some special operators down there to help in that situation. So it's dangerous because the word on the street down there is the U.S. helped. So that's dangerous for any American or anyone down there that looks like a Westerner or American. They could be in grave danger. So again, they need to be sheltering in place, not traveling. Like if I was there in a hotel, I would be like sheltering in place. I'd be barricading the door, and I'd be figuring out ways to protect myself and families. That's how bad and crazy it can get. Prayers for everyone down there. Hopefully it doesn't get that bad. But if you got families or friends down there, warn them to stay indoors. Check out the Cuba news as well. I'll have to check that out off stream. I'm totally behind on that. I know they're having major issues in Cuba. I know a lot of people are leaving. I know they're running out of fuel, but I need to look deeper into that. Is this a black swan event before the COMEX goes down? Oh, and it could be. Or that's not. Oh, and that's Jerome. It could be. It could be. This could precipitate something happening. Remember, we've got the threats between the threat of military action right now and Iran. We've got 2 carrier strike groups out there. Let's go back over here to the Strait of Hormuz. And remember, the Strait of Hormuz, what is it? 20-30% of the world's oil passes through here every day. Okay? So right now, last I checked, we got a carrier strike group here right off the coast of Israel. We got a carrier strike group down here. So that kind of is a little pincer movement between. So Iran's here. You have a carrier strike group. Carrier strike group. That's kind of a little pincer movement there. Also, this strike group here could help to protect Israel because if something happens with Iran, there's going to be a lot of ballistic missiles fired. So that could be it too. Does it mean 100% there's going to be conflict or a war with Iran? No, it doesn't. This could all just be a very expensive negotiating tactic. So it doesn't mean it's going to happen for sure. But is it possible? Yes. And now we have what's heating up over down here in Mexico. So if we're going to look here in Mexico, let me find Puerto Vallarta for you guys. Oh, man. I have not I know it's on the coast. Hold up. Tabasco, that's great sauce. Hold up. Puerto Vallarta. Here we go. Okay. It's on the other side of Mexico. I was looking in the Gulf. Okay. So here we go. Puerto Vallarta is right here. And Guadalajara. So I'm wondering if maybe we're going to get some we could possibly see some military assets sent down from San Diego to support there. If it's something the United States is going to get involved in, look for movements of ships out of Coronado Island area in San Diego. Those could head down there to support some operations. If one, the U.S. was involved more than just intelligence sharing, and 2, if Americans end up being in trouble, trapped, or kidnapped. So that's something to watch out for there. To see if any ships leave. And there's got to be webcams and other things that we'll be able to see if that happens. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold and silver market's opening here just in 30 minutes. I'm going to be covering that live, but right now I'm covering late breaking information. We got major attacks going on down in Mexico. Remember, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. So I think this is a very important topic that can impact us. Let me look at the questions in chat real quick. Guys, please subscribe. Please smash that like button. We're only 30 likes away from 500 likes, and I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you guys subscribe. Yeah, thank you, Ralph, Pacific Side. No one's been talking about Shanghai and COMEX spot being the same price. What are your well, they're not the same price. Remember, Shanghai closed last week. It's been shut down for a week at $88.16 equivalent. And then we shut down on Friday at 5 p.m. on the COMEX at about 85.60. It depends what chart you're on. I prefer the Oneida chart. And on Oneida, it closed down at 84.75. But for the first 10 minutes when the market opens, we'll have to sit here on Pepperstone. They closed at 84.65. So if we go by that, 84.65 to 88, so it's still a $3 and something cent premium difference. So they're not the same. They are not. Let's see any other questions here. We have forces off of Venezuela. We do. We do still have some naval forces down here off of the coast of Venezuela. But it's on the other side of the country. So I'm thinking we maybe see movement down here from Coronado. I've just watched Clive Thompson's latest video, says interpolation. He mentioned a margin rate increase possible next week, but didn't expand on the impact of this. Would it be good for... Would it be good if you could give a take? Yeah, so, and I did tweet out that video from Clive Thompson right here earlier today. He did a great job on that. That's why you guys got to make sure you're following me on X, previously known as Twitter. I did put an update on that. It definitely could impact the gold and silver price. Traditionally, margin rate hikes traditionally are bearish for longs. They're bearish for both, but they're more bearish for longs. But recently, it looks like it's been a little bit more bearish for for shorts. So we'll see what actually happens there. If you're just joining, please smash the like button. I just gave a whole Mexico update. If you guys want the Mexico update again, or you want me to look up more information on Mexico, put Mexico in chat. Otherwise, I'll keep going through other silver news here. I put out this one earlier. Alert. One of my favorite technical analysts is saying silver is looking ready to start an aggressive rally of between $240 to $280 in the next target zone. Wow. Do you think that's possible? Is it overly optimistic? The inflation adjusted high from 1980 is 208 of today's dollars. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So Rashad said, silver is looking ready to start an aggressive rally to my 242.80 target zone anytime. If one is waiting to get comfortable entry or a nice invitation, forget it. Going to be fast and furious, he says. What do you guys think of what Rashad had to say there? And I also put this one out by Rashad as well. Buckle up. It's going to get interesting. And Rashad said this earlier today. Next week is going to be an interesting one for precious metals sector with China back after holidays, March 2026 futures contracts on the COMEX rolling into the next one. It's going to be interesting, guys. Pull out your popcorn and prepare for that. And let me see in chat if you guys want me to do Mexico again. I don't think you want me to do Mexico again. So if you want Mexico update again, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going down. And Nomad Medic says, howdy, thanks for the vids. What about the Chinese billionaire? Doesn't he need the price to fall to cover his shorts? Yeah, he does. But luckily, he's a billionaire, and he's only short $300 million at the point. But the thing about shorts, guys, if you're in a short position, theoretically, your losses could be exponential, theoretically. So he's definitely in trouble. And there's a bunch of new laws and regulations that China is enacted at the end of the month. And boy, are people like him going to be in trouble. In my opinion, we've been conditioned to think these silver prices are normal. Well, don't forget, guys. Don't forget, it was not that long ago, or this was under $20 an ounce, and people were conditioned to think that's normal. If 84 is the new normal for the next month, that will make me very happy because that's extremely bullish. What happened to the price last year after China opened back up during a down week? That was last time this year, so it was moving up all year. So it was going up. Okay, people want the Mexico update. So I'm going to give a quick Mexico update here. Smash that like button. For everyone just joining, the name's International Stacker. This channel's usually and still is about gold and silver. I'm going to be covering this gold and silver market opening up here in just 25 minutes, but there's some late breaking news out of Mexico that certainly should be of interest of everybody, including those who are into gold and silver. I'm going to give a quick update on this once again. We have 2,000 people in the chat. Guys, we're only 25 likes away from 600, so please keep smashing that like. Please subscribe. We're only 40 subscribers away from the next big show. And if you haven't seen a big show, some people say you haven't lived. So remember, every week when I give watch out situations about gold and silver and how it could affect the prices in our investment, especially being stackers, we stack this stuff, physical silver, physical gold, as geopolitical tensions and, sorry about that. We're not in the war room right now. That's for channel members only. Sorry about that. But remember, geopolitical issues could lead to black swan events, could affect directly the price of gold and silver. So let me break this down for you guys real quick, and then I'll continue with the silver specific news. Major breaking, Mexico's on fire. This is all within the last 4 hours. 4 to 5 hours. The CJNG cartel is unleashing all hell after reports their leader, El Mencho, was taken out. Vehicles torched, black smoke over Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta, roadblocks everywhere by the cartels. Guadalajara airport in panic, armed men storming terminals, people sprinting for cover, tourism hotspots turning into war zones. Who's really running Mexico right now? If you have friends or family in the impacted area, warn them, shelter in place. So here's these are some of the early videos. And you just see columns of smoke all around the city. See, columns of smoke everywhere. Okay, then I quickly put out the next tweet. Breaking footage emerging of CJNG cartel unleashing, storming the Guadalajara airport. This is them storming the airport. Well, this is actually people running because there's armed men that stormed the airport. There's lots of videos I can't show. There's some pretty disturbing videos online of what's going on down there. And then this was the next update I put on. This is why you guys got to follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, INTL Stacker. Breaking cartel chaos in Mexico, 5 p.m. deadline. They issued a 5 p.m. deadline. In that 5 p.m. deadline, the CJNG narco cartel just dropped a horrifying, terrifying ultimatum. Hand over El Mencho's body. That's their cartel leader, and he was killed by the Mexican Special Forces, and there's rumors the U.S. was involved some way, shape, or form. They said hand over his body and the names of the people who killed him, or they will start entering homes and hotels tonight. Streets are already burning. Guadalajara airport has been stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts locked down and tourists trapped. Narco blockades everywhere. Vehicles torched. Flights canceled. Shelter in place issued for Americans. This is not a drill. If you have friends or family in the Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, or nearby, warn them now. Stay indoors. Do not travel. Even if they're in Mexico and other areas, I would not be out tonight. I've seen reports of stuff going on as far north as Tijuana. That's right over the border from San Diego. So how big, how widespread is this going to get? I don't know. But if you got people south of the border, warn them. Mexico's exploding right now after El Mencho's death. Retaliation is here. Reports of a prison being attacked so they could free the prisoners. And then here was my final tweet on this, and I'm going to go back into pure silver news. So thank you, everybody, for sticking with me. Keep smashing that like button. We're 25 likes away from 700. Mexico cartel meltdown. Silver supply threats. So how can this Mexico attack by the cartel affect silver? The CJNG chaos in Jalisco's exploding, blockades, threats to hotels, homes after El Mencho's, the drug cartel leader's death. Mexico produces 25% of the world's mined silver. Remember, we produce about 835 million ounces of silver every year. We consume more than 1.2 billion. We've been in a 6-year plus silver deficit, and this is not going to help. So 25% of the world's silver comes from Mexico. Previous violence already shut down mines in Sinaloa just like a week or two ago. 10 of the workers were captured and unalived. If something like this hits the operations in Jalisco, like Tierra and Norera, supply crunch could equal possible price spike. From my research, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the chaos is only 50 kilometers away from active silver mine run by Endeavor Silver, who I'm invested in, ticker EXK. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, okay? So but I'm invested in them. And then First Majestic Silvers Corp, ticker AG, their mine is only about 250 kilometers north of Guadalajara. So are the cartels going to make a run on the mines? Could this violence shut down the mines and mine operation? Like, at the very least, I think we're going to see mining delayed in Mexico. I think any company is probably going to shut down operations if they're anywhere close to this and get their people out of there. So at the very least, we could see an impact, a slowdown to 25% of the world's silver supply annually. At the worst, it could be extended shutdowns. Maybe a cartel takes one. I don't know. I don't know what could happen. But tomorrow's stock market open is going to be intense. And remember, we got all this going on at the same time we got the issues going on with Iran and everything else going on around the world. So I'm going to pause here and answer any questions you have in chat. Make sure you tag me at International Stacker. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just 19 minutes away from the markets opening. We're going to be watching live. And what do you guys think? Put in chat right now. Do you think when we open, are we going to go higher or team green? Or are we going to go lower team red? Let me know. And if you think we're going higher or lower, do you think we're going to gap up or gap down? Let me know. How does this affect the Tijuana? Come on, Silver Short here. I don't know. It probably will affect them. UBS forecast 300 million ounces shortage for 2026. I know, Ralph. And imagine if 25% of the world's silver supply gets impacted right now with what's going on down there. So we'll see what's happening there. And people are voting right now. They're saying gapping up. Some are saying we're going down. But it's going to be interesting. I'll tell you that much. And I just put out this tweet a little bit earlier as well. Alert, silver COMEX is on the brink. Silver futures via the COMEX resumes in 9 hours. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking 18 minutes amid perfect alignment for potential chaos. I'm live right now on YouTube per Just Dario. 26,800 contracts must be rolled forward, closed, or there won't be enough physical silver left in the COMEX to settle delivery starting. And thank you so much, Lying Dogface Pony Soldier, for gifting that International Stacker membership. That went to Nacho Man. Nacho Man, say thank you to Lying Dogface Pony Soldier for that free memberships. Thank you so much for the support there. And thank you to Tim Hennelly for becoming a channel member earlier. I do channel member only live streams here on YouTube. In the war room, and what happens in the war room stays in the war room. We got to crab down. Okay, there we go. Woo! He jumped for it. Okay, so per Just Dario, 26,800 March contracts must be rolled forward or closed, or there won't be enough physical silver left in the COMEX to settle delivery starting Friday. Status quo until then? I don't know. Status quo? I don't know. Expecting the COMEX to magic up supply or declare force majeure. Risks settlement chaos at the COMEX. Price drop on Monday only via heavy spoofing or suppression, but physical demand is structural and rising. And this is Just Dario's full breakdown here. And Miss Strons is saying, are you going to hold EXK or sell because of this? I'll hold. I'm going to hold it. I'm in it for the longer term, Miss Drones. And if they do have a dip because of this, if they do get impacted, I'll buy more. I'll just hedge. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Should gap up. However, JP Morgan will pull more shenanigans, says Barry Electronics. We'll see. Guys, we are just 17 minutes away. Are you team green or team red? If you haven't voted yet, put it in chat. Are we going up or down? And better yet, are we gapping? And Whack Cackle is saying there may be a different target than Iran. The carriers registered for deployment 1 year ago. Interesting. Max is saying, I believe the Chinese are heavily investing in precious metals due to Chinese real estate market collapse. I agree with you. Totally. So this was Just Dario's big old tweet. He's got different scenarios, very in-depth. So I tweeted that out. I retweeted it. So go to my feed and you can read that. Guys, I did put out two pretty good videos lately. 4 days ago, I put out this urgent 9 days left. Will COMEX default silver countdown? And then I put out this fake silver rant. Coin dealer warns, save your money now. And he actually took some colloidal silver live in that video. Look, I did a little funny transition there to make it look like it powered him up. So that's a good video. So go to my channel, click videos latest to watch those. And thank you so much. 64,177 subscribers. Thank you so much. We're only 23 subscribers away from the next big show. Woo! First Majestic did an odd run up last week. It wasn't odd, Aldi. Aldi, it wasn't odd. It was because they reported their earnings, and their earnings were massive. Will this mean that Libertads will go up? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know where the I'm guessing the mint. I'm guessing the Mexican mint is probably in Mexico City. So here's Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta. It's up here, so I don't know. We'll see. Here's Sinaloa. This is where that other mine got attacked. Here. So it could impact. We'll find out. Go back to here. Okay. More news here. Okay, so let's go to breaking news right now. I'm very interested in what's going on in Mexico and how it could impact us, guys. Oh my gosh. Guys, David Bateman, billionaire, liked my tweet. Alert, one of my favorite. David Bateman liked my tweet. If you guys don't know about billionaire David Bateman, he's out of Utah. He said, here are the reasons. Oh, thank you so much, Lying Dogface Pony Soldier, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Saying, what effect do you see from the massive Chinese fake physical scams? How do you think they will deal with that? I mean, it's going to be the same as it's always been. They've been the #1 creators of fake gold and silver for years and years and years. People just need to catch them, and they'll get pulled out, and some people are going to get scammed, and that's why it's important to buy from trusted dealers. If the deal's too good to be true, it probably is. So it's going to be negative. It's going to impact it, but I mean, people have sigmas. People have different ways to test. It just is what it is. It's always been part of it ever since the beginning of gold and silver back before Roman times. And these are some Roman silver denarius. Look at these. Literally money for thousands of years. But back since those times, you've had counterfeiting issues. So it's just about technology keeping up with it. So David Bateman here says here, and this was a year ago, March 31st, 2025. So he's up big. Here are the reasons I invested close to $1 billion in precious metals over the past 6 months, including the purchase of 1.5% annual global supply, 12.69 million ounces. The global monetary system is about to collapse. The biggest credit bubble in history, 300 trillion, will soon pop. There is no way the U.S. can refinance its 28 trillion in maturing treasuries over the next 4 years. The tariffs are hastening collapse, and it's by design. Gold and silver are the only meaningful life trap. Physical possession is everything. So he's big time into gold or silver, so it's cool he liked my tweet. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. All right, see here. So more breaking news from Smart Silver Stacker, guys. He's a great technical analyst and creator on YouTube and X. Make sure you follow him. Mexico is the world's largest silver producer. Remember, we just covered that a little earlier at 25%. Instability in the region is just one more factor supporting higher silver prices. The U.S. asks citizens in Mexico to shelter in place after cartel leader killed. That's El Mencho. We covered that earlier. NBA Economics saying silver has 20 reasons to open gap up in an hour, and Mexican silver wars erupting is definitely one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, we are opening the market here in just 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Are we gapping up? Are we gapping down? Let me know. Please smash that like button. We're only 12 likes away from 800. I know we could do it. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 64,184 subscribers. Thank you so much. That means we're literally only 16 subscribers away from the next big show. Next big show. Let me put this out. 1000% agree. Okay, that's out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay, we got that out. And I just saw a comment. Mexico's short on output will take a few weeks to impact the market. Barry Electronics says, oh, for sure. For sure, we might not see the impacts for some time. Silver price will open up anywhere from plus 5% to 10% when trading starts. That's Triangle Investor. Let's follow him, see if he's right there. Let's go down here. Okay, this gentleman said, just got off the phone with my contact in Tijuana. Remember, guys, I grew up in California. I fled there. I'm a refugee. But Tijuana is right here on the border. I may or may not have gone down there when I was in high school. Okay, I may or may not have done that. But Tijuana is right here on the border with San Diego. And then we have, right here, we have our Navy here. North Island, Coronado Island. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Coronado. So we could have military assets come down here to support if the administration determined it needed to happen. Where's that at? San Carlos. Hold up. It's down. Oh, here it is. I'm lost. It's over here. There it is. Puerto Vallarta. So it would have to come to here to support. And again, on. Cartel violence is erupting in Baja California. Whoa. Okay, so it is happening. Baja California is here. Baja California. It's right here. Wow. Roadblocks, cars on fire, businesses closing early. I'm headed to Tijuana to cover the ongoing. Okay, so I'm going to follow him because he's going to be important for updates. CJNG Cartel unleashed their Elite Los Deltas unit. Guys, these are not police officers. These are not Mexican military. Those are the cartel. They're special forces. Look at this. Puerto Vallarta is a war zone. Many Canadians and tourists are trapped in their resorts and villas as CJNG, cartel, and security forces battle on the street. Wow. Prayers for everyone down there, guys. Warn friends and family if they're down there. Shelter in place. And Maliki, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Guys, if you're just finding my channel for the first time, please subscribe. I cover gold, silver. I cover investments. We travel around the world on gold and silver ventures, but I also cover geopolitics and late breaking stuff like this. So please subscribe if you want to stay in the know. Just in, U.S. builds largest copper inventory in 30 years, says Whale Insider. Let's keep going down here. Let's go back to more updates here. I'm really focused on what's going on right now in Mexico. Remember, Mexico produces about 25% of the world's silver through mining. And ladies and gentlemen, the market's going to open up in just 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll be covering that here live. 3,000 people on the stream. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe. We're only 16 likes away from 900. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Here we go. Silver gold ratio talk. Okay. The cartel will hurt. I can't say that word on stream. Civilians. The cartel demands that those who took out their boss surrender. They have now received the order to. Okay. Prison escape in Mexico. Okay, so I reported earlier that guys, we did it. We did it. If I refresh this and it says 64,200, it's time for the big show. Let's see. Here we go. Channel members, you know what to do. Channel members, you know what to do. 64,200. Thank you so much. It's time for the big show. Finalists from all across the United States competing for time of America's best aerobic athlete, presenting the reigning 1987 four-time national aerobic champions. Introducing four-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker. Thank you so much. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Over 1,900 videos around the world. I live stream all the time. Sometimes it's pure silver and gold. Sometimes it's breaking events. And boy, are events breaking today. And anyone who just found my channel, they're like, what in the world was that? Four-time Crystal Light champion, baby. And shout out to Grunts Hauling. Thank you so much for gifting that International Stacker membership. That went to Jeff Wisco. Jeff, say thanks to Grunts. And Jeff, the next time I have a war room, I will see you in the war room. That's a channel member only live stream here on YouTube. So VBL Ghost is saying that there has been a confirmed prison escape in Mexico. That was attacked by the cartel down there. I'm guessing they were probably freeing more cartel members, probably armed them all as well. Oh, wow. And DDFW says the Mrs. IS coffee is good. Wow. I'm glad you like it. Nostra House of Gold, we follow him a lot, guys. He's saying, how are we supposed to invade Mexico when most of our military is in the Middle East? That's funny, Nostra. Look at this. Grandmaster Stock says the $300 an ounce target. Experts are whispering about $300 price target just because it represents a pressure valve release. Wow. Old Pretender saying, to those saying paper and gold silver would be liquidated if the stock market crashes, I would reply to that paper position have already been rinsed out. Yeah, a lot of them have been rinsed out, honestly. I do think that. I agree with him on that one. Let's keep going down here. I'm looking for any more breaking information. Ladies and gentlemen, the market opens in just 5 minutes. So in just 5 minutes, we're going to be live here. watching the market open. And thank you so much to Bomber. He just gifted International Stacker membership, and that went to Kevin. Kevin Gilmore, say thank you to Bomber. Check out your new custom channel member emojis down below. Okay, I want more updates. I want more updates with Mexico. Okay. Look at Just Dario saying another week in silver is about to begin. One that could potentially be even more volatile than the last. Guys, we got the stuff happening in Mexico. Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. We got tensions with Iran. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Look at this. This is Geo. We are aware of an outbreak of cartel-related violence in Mexico. As always, we add the geolocations to the cartel map. So look at this. These are all instances of things happening right now down there. Urgent and deeply concerning claims are circulating right now. That's another post about Mexico. I need to follow this gentleman. Yeah, I did follow him. He's down there. He's an American down there on like at a conference. He's a reporter or covers, and look, he's down there on the streets. This car was burnt. There's no one on the streets down there. It's an extremely volatile situation. And ladies and gentlemen, the markets are going to be opening here in just what is that? 3 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. We're in the danger zone. Someone says we're in the danger zone. Hold up. Where is it? I move things around. There it is. That's the danger zone. Oh, wow. And Daniel Whitley is saying, thank you for the super chat. He's saying the 5 p.m. Deadline is up in 5 minutes. So remember, if we go back here to my channel, I covered this a little bit earlier. Let me find it. I said, breaking cartel chaos in Mexico, 5 p.m. deadline. CJNG narco cartel just dropped a terrifying ultimatum. Hand over El Mencho's body. That's their cartel leader's body. Remember, the Mexican special forces took him out. Some say the U.S. is involved in some way, shape, or form. So they want his body and a list of the people who killed him, or they'll start entering homes and hotels this evening. Streets are already burning. Guadalajara's airport was stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts are locked down. Tourists are trapped. Narco blockades everywhere. Vehicles are being torched. Flights are canceled. Shelter in place for Americans. This is not a drill. If you have friends or family down there in Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, or nearby, warn them now. Stay indoors. Do not travel. Mexico is exploding right after El Mencho's death. Retaliation is here. Reports of a prison being attacked, and it sounds like that a prison was broken open. So, guys, a lot's going on right now around the world. That's adding to all the instability we're seeing. And thank you again, Robert, for that. And thank you, Duke Nukem. Just joined Diamond Claws. Guys, a big shout out and thank you to all my Diamond Claws member. I just made this scene. This is brand new. It's a work in progress. Tell me what you think. Thank you to all the Diamond Claws. Thank you so much to all the Diamond Claw members here on this channel. Thank you so much. Who in chat has Diamond Claws? And ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 minutes. 2 minutes from the market opening, so I'll go here to the charts for the market open. Really, a minute and 20 seconds. And Oddjob TV saying, Steely the Stacker, thank you for your awesome work. Hey, thank you, Steely. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Oddjob. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, what are we doing? First off, Diamond Claws. Did you love the new Diamond Claw scene? Did you love that? Let me know. 3,200 people on the stream, and the market's going to open up in 1 minute. 1 minute warning. As a matter of fact, I'm going to update this warning to a danger zone warning. Okay, what do you guys think is going to happen? Are we gapping up or gapping down? We are just 40 seconds away from the silver market opening back up, and then I'll cover the market for a little bit. We'll cover Mexico for a little bit. We're going to be covering it all. And don't forget, guys, I am going to be live in the morning as well at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications. And tomorrow evening, the Shanghai chart will be opening back up. So I'll be covering that tomorrow evening, like 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here we go, guys. We are just 10 seconds away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What are we going? Up or down? Let me know. Up or down? Here we go. Okay, give it a second. Give it a second here. It usually takes a second for the chart to start showing. I'm going to start jumping around here. Give it a second. It should start moving here momentarily. It should start moving here momentarily. Come on. Come on, charts. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, hold up. It's going to start moving here in a second. Just got to jump around a little bit. 1 second here, folks. Come on. Usually Pepperstone shows it immediately. 85.32, someone's saying. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I don't know why the chart is... We're having some shenanigans here. Oh, it's probably Pyth. Okay, Pyth is up. Pyth is working. We're going to watch this for 3 minutes, and then a better chart's going to be live, but we are up. We're going to see shortly if it was a gap up, but ladies and gentlemen, silver's moving up. $84.88. 84, 85. Here we go. We're pushing up. We're pushing up. 85.13 silver. 85.13 silver. Gold is a gap up. Gold is a gap up. Look at that gap. Wow, gold is a gap up. So then that means this other chart should be working now. Let me go back to Pepperstone here. Yep. Okay, Team Green takes it. We gapped up big time on silver, and we gapped up big time on gold here, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you're excited here. Wow. Wow, we've got gaps. Oh my gosh, Becky, look at that gap. We just took out a bunch of targets. Silver's pushing higher. Wow, so let me mark this gap here. Let me mark this gap. Let me get this out of the way. We're going to mark this gap here. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, there. And then we'll put that there. And then we're going to mark this gap here. Okay, that gap is marked. That gap is marked. Okay, let's check the futures price. Hold on, let's check the futures price here. 84.50, 84.57. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in full-blown backwardation. That's when the silver futures price is current than is cheaper than the current spot price. That signals instability. People want their silver, and they want it now, and they're not going to trust to get it delivered a month from now. They want it now. Okay, let's mark the gap here on gold. The gold one looks like it's backtracking a little bit here, so this will probably momentarily be filling. We'll just put it up like that. Okay, so there's the gold. Let's get rid of him. Okay, wow. Okay, let's go back over here to silver. Let's go back over to here silver. We're about to take out our next target of 45.48. And thank you so much, Murphquake, for being a member and for gifting a membership. Congratulations, Christopher. Jan, say thank you to Murph. Check out your new custom channel member emojis and all the new channel members. I'll see you all in the next War Room I do. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. It's a channel member only live stream I do here on YouTube. I do it a couple times a week normally. So we'll be doing a couple this week coming up. But ladies and gentlemen, silver and gold both gapped up. Silver currently trading at $85.12. It was just at a session high of $85.46. Gold right now trading at $51.09.83, and it hit a trading session high just now of $5,116.59. Gold to silver ratio is collapsing. It is at 60.04 to 1. It looks like gold to silver ratio is imminently going to be back in the 50s. So 60.04 ounces of silver equals 1 ounce of gold. Remember, Shanghai market is closed till tomorrow evening, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see this chart start to move, and I'm going to be covering it live. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. Will Diamond Claw members get discounts, merch discount on silver corks? Oh, wow, Northampton. That's a good question. I do have a coupon code in there for you guys for merchandise. Let me see what I could do. Those things are going to be costly. Let me see what I could do without losing money on those, because I'm trying to give them to you guys at like rock bottom prices already. So let me see what I could do there. That's a good question, Northampton. That's a really good question. Again, big shout out to all the Diamond Claws members. I really appreciate all the Diamond Claw members on this channel. I appreciate all the members on this channel. Thank you so much. And that's the new Diamond Claws. We're pushing higher on silver. $85.39. Our next target is $85.48. It's only 4 cents away. Buckle up. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're about to take it out. 3,500 people on the stream. Keep smashing that like button. We're only 70-something likes away from 1,200. I know we could do that as silver is pushing higher. We just finished our first candle. And channel members, what does this look like to you? What does this look like to you, channel members? That looks like a BGC, if I've ever seen one. A big green candle. Woo! Someone says, I'm colorblind. What color is that candle? It's green, fingers. It's a BGC big green. We're pushing here to our next target. And I want to know, I did the Mexico update a few times on the stream. I'll do it again here in a little bit for anyone joining in just specifically from Mexico and how that impacts silver. But do you think this Mexico is all this attack that's happening right now in Mexico by the major drug cartel? Do you think that contributed to tonight's silver gap up? If so, put Mexico in chat. If you think that global instability, one of the watchouts I always give you guys, geopolitics, is affecting the gold and silver price. Big thank you to Brian McQuillan for that super chat. That's a super one. $20. Making it rain on the Goblin. Thank you so much, Brian McQuillan. I really appreciate that. Silver going to the moon. Thanks, IS, for keeping us all up to date on the news. Everyone tell your friends and family to start stacking and share IS's YouTube channel so they can learn why if they need more information. Thank you so much for that, Brian. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're pushing higher, about to take out our next target here. And I go live all the time, so subscribe. Certainly turn on those notifications. I give away... Oh, we took out our next target. We took out our next target. Wow. I give away free gold and silver all the time on this channel. I gave away over 100 ounces of silver in 2025. In collaboration with Goldback, over 800 one-half Goldbacks. I give away other gold and copper. So far, 2026, I gave away 26 ounces of silver and some copper. Thank you, everyone who's helped support that. If you won silver, gold, or copper on this channel in 2025, 2026, put winner in chat. Big old bold letters so everyone could see. And ladies and gentlemen, you could be a winner too. All you got to do is subscribe, join the party, and have some fun. Sorry, I just took a swig of water there. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at our next target. It's coming up soon. We're less than 50 cents, 25 cents away. 85.75 as silver pushes higher. We're at 85.53. Wow, gold just took out our next target. Gold just took out our next target here. We're pushing higher on gold, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, tomorrow's the last trading day before China comes back. Tomorrow's the last day, and gold's pushing higher at 5,127. Our next target on gold is 5,136. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're pushing higher on silver here soon. This is like the old days. Remember when I was yelling, Lixi's a Guardian all the time? Are we going to have an all-time high again here soon? The next days, the next week? We're pushing higher on silver. Here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Put up your trade tables and buckle up. $85.71. Our next target's $85.75. We just took it out. We just took out our next target with silver. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely exploding here. Oh my gosh. Boom goes the dynamite. 85.82 on silver. Our next target is going to be... 86. There we go. 86 is our next target here on silver. I'm going to need more targets, guys. Okay, I'm going to put in some emergency targets. Give me a second here. We're going to put in some emergency targets here. Wow, we just blew through all those targets, and the market's been trading for 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and we just blew through like $2 worth of targets I had set up before the stream. Wow. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to do this very quickly. I'm usually a little bit more methodical when I'm doing this, but desperate times call for desperate measures here. Okay, there's definitely one in there. I'm looking at previous resistance points to pick these up. Again, I'm usually more deliberate, but we got to get these up. The market's moving. The market's moving quick. Okay, I'll go to 88. So I'll put targets up to 88. So like 2 more targets here. Oh, look at this gap. It was filled, but see, this was a previous gap right here. So we'll hit either side of that gap. Okay, we're almost there. We'll do here. Hold it, do there. And then 89 will mark. Okay. I think we're good on targets for at least the next 5 minutes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Crazy. Market is moving. Are these geopolitics? Guys, this is why I talk about watch out situations. This is why I update you guys on geopolitics. It's all very important. And wow, we're shooting big old green candle here. Look at this. Look at these mega green candles. That's the stairway to heaven if I've ever seen it. Currently silver at $85.92. We're about to break 86 here imminently. Gold just took out our next target. So our next target here with gold is going to be 5,146. Wow. Okay, we're imminently about to take out the next target here. And then I got updates for you guys on Mexico, everything else. But our eyes are glued to the charts. If every gap must be filled, why be excited? It's okay. It's okay, I'll take it. Because if we have to come down and fill this gap, so last time we were bouncing around to the 70s. If we got to come down here, bounce again in the low 80s, that's bullish. I'm happy. It's fun. Be excited. This is what we've trained for. We just took out our next target in silver here. $86.02 silver, taking out targets left and right. The next target here for silver is going to be $86.34. I'm trying to keep my eyes glued on chat for questions. Make sure you tag me if you got questions. Get a bottle of champagne ready for this weekend's. I know. Guys, I have not got a new bottle of champagne yet. Man, I'm going to need to get one ASAP tomorrow morning. I'm going to have to be up looking like a straight up alcoholic, buying a bottle of champagne at 7 a.m. at the grocery store. Because who knows what tomorrow has. We're pushing higher here. Gold right now, 5,141. Our next target on gold is going to be 5,146. Currently silver, $85.88. Taking a little breather. We just hit 86.02. Our next target is 86.34. Wow. If you guys want an update on Mexico and how that's going to affect silver, I've done it a few times, but we've got probably 2,000 new people on the stream. Put Mexico in chat if you want me to do that. That update will probably take me only about a minute. So if you want the update on that, let me know. Send me that cork, says SGT. I already sent you a cork, SGT. Thank you, Kim, for subscribing. You're mega. Okay, people want the Mexico update. I'm going to give the update one more time really quick here in Mexico, guys. It is late breaking news. And remember, on my channel, I talk about watch out situations every week. So tomorrow morning, I'll have brand new watch out situations for you guys. But this is why you got to subscribe to or follow me here on X, formerly known as Twitter, at INTL Stacker, International When It Fit. Okay, here it is. I'm going to give you guys quickly the Mexico updates. Let's check the charts 1 second here. Okay, we're good there. Okay, silver and gold are taking a little bit of breather here. Okay, here's the Mexico updates. Please, guys, we're 11 likes away from 1,300. Please smash that like button. So here we go. I'm going to issue a major alert. So I've been covering this since it started. So this is the first tweet 4 hours ago now. Major breaking, Mexico on fire. CJNG cartel unleashing all hell after reports of El Mencho, who is their cartel leader, has been taken out, and that was by the Mexican military. And there's some reports on the ground saying the U.S. was involved. Do I know that for sure? No. But if that's on the ground and cartel members believe that, any American on the ground is in danger. Anyone who looks like they could be American is in danger right now in various parts of Mexico. If you got friends or family down there, tell them to shelter in place. Don't go outside. The violence seems to be spreading. So vehicles are being torched. Black smoke over Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, roadblocks everywhere. I'm also, guys, getting reports of up into Tijuana, Baja California, with issues as well. Thank you, Mark, for becoming a channel member. Guadalajara Airport is in full panic. Armed men storming the terminals. People were running out onto the runway trying to escape, sprinting for cover. Tourism hotspots turning into war zones. Who's really running Mexico? If you have friends or family in the impacted area, they need to shelter in place, stay off the roads. Kidnapping of American tourists may occur or may already be happening. And these were some early scenes. Some early scenes from down there. And you can see here, just big piles of black smoke everywhere you look. That was an old video. There's new, more shocking videos. The very next tweet I put out about 20 minutes later, breaking footage emerging of the CJNG cartel unleashing, storming the Guadalajara airport. Panic, armed men storming the terminal. So look here. Okay, let's let this video start back over here. Okay, so let's watch this again. So this is the airport. People running for cover. This is also in the airport, people running for cover. And there's a lot of clips I can't show on stream. It's getting crazy down there. Breaking cartel chaos in Mexico, 5 p.m. deadline. Guys, the 5 p.m. deadline is passed. So the CJNG narco cartel members dropped a terrifying ultimatum. This was a couple hour ago. Hand over El Mencho's body and the names of the people who killed him, or we will start entering homes and hotels tonight. The streets are already burning. Guadalajara airport has been stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts are locked down and tourists are trapped. Narco blockades everywhere. Vehicles torched. Flights canceled. Shelters in place issued by the U.S. State Department down there at the embassy. This is not a drill. If you have friends or family in the Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara or nearby, warn them now. Mexico is exploding right after El Mencho's death. Retaliation is here. Reports of a prison being attacked. And guys, we do have reports. We do have reports that prison was breached. Here's the final tweet I put out right before I went live. Mexico cartel meltdown, silver supply threats. So believe it or not, I warn every week about the watch out situations, and geopolitics is one of them. And this could impact us on gold and silver. CJNG chaos in Jalisco is exploding. Blockades, threats to hotels, homes after El Mencho's, the drug cartel leader's death. Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. Previous violence already shut down mines in Sinaloa. Guys, remember, Sinaloa, there is an issue there with the cartel. They attacked a mine there, held them against their will, and unalived them. So Sinaloa is right here. That's where that occurred. And what we're talking about right now is just down a little ways from there. Puerto Vallarta here, part of the Jalisco area or state. I don't know what you would call that state, maybe. If Jalisco ops like Tierra supply crunch, we could see a possible price hike. So from my research, I believe that the chaos is just 50 kilometers away from an active silver mine in Tierra Negra run by Endeavor Silver, which is EXK. I'm invested in them, by the way. Am I going to sell them, sell them tomorrow? No, I'm going to hold them. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, okay? I'm going to hold them, and if that price goes lower, I'm going to buy more into that. But we could see at least a partial shutdown, a partial delay on silver leaving Mexico. We'll see what happens. We'll see how big it gets. We'll see if it could be quelled. If it could be quelled quickly, then probably not. But if this goes on for days like I think it might, this could have big impact on us. First Majestic Silver Corp AG mine in San Martin is only 250 kilometers north of Guadalajara, which is also impacted. So could violence spread to those mines? Possibly. There's no reports yet, but I'm just doing some quick research for you guys, trying to help you guys read the tea leaves of what's going on. I'm going to switch back here to the charts. Ladies and gentlemen, the first red candle of the trading session, but we hit 86.25 just a few seconds ago. 86.34 is the next target. And breaking news. I've got live footage coming in right now from the COMEX. And poor Mortimer. Poor Mortimer. Okay, we just took out our next target in gold. We just took out our next target in gold. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the quick targets I set up before we went live. So really quick here. Okay, I'm going back to my Oneida charts because those are my favorite. I'm going back to my Oneida charts. They're working now. Okay, here we go. This is my favorite chart. There we go. Thank you, Mrs. Chef Yoda, for the super chat saying, thank you for the update. Found you on X. Thank you, Mrs. Chef Yoda, so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Never thought crabs could be so fun. Thanks, IS, says Funky B4, who's been a channel member for over a month. Thank you for the support. So we are back here on Oneida, my favorite chart. So we're going to clear this out. We got target there. Next target is 86.55 here. And then let's go here to gold. Oneida. Okay, cool. Our next target. We just took out our next target on gold. Wow. We officially just hit 5,150 on gold. Wow. I'm going to have to set even more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to set even more targets here for gold and silver. Wow. And here's the gap. We do have a gap now on silver, but it's okay. Don't fear. It's okay. It's a higher gap. So that would be some good consolidation if we've got a drop there. Oh, that was gold I just did, right? Yeah, that was gold. And we got the silver one here. Okay, we'll put it here. So we do have a gap on gold and silver. It's okay. The rule in technical analysis is all gaps must be filled. It honestly usually ends up happening about 95% of the time. So we'll see what happens there. But definitely gold and silver are looking mean. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back under 60. We're at 59.67 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. Wow, back under 60 with the gold to silver ratio. And finally hit my goal of a half kilo gold, or 1/2 gold and, okay, 1/2 ounce of gold and a kilo silver earlier today, so I grabbed it. What I did today. Let's go. Congratulations, risk taker official. That's awesome. Let's go over here, Brad, and look at the news. Mexican soldier, fresh off El Mencho operation, Jalisco. He said he almost got hurt bad. They waited to ambush him. So I can't show that one. I'll definitely get in trouble for showing that. Okay, London to boiling point. Okay. So look at this. This is from the U.S. Consulate in Tijuana. Their reports are roadblocks. So, guys, this is confirmed. This is confirmed. It's spreading. It is spreading. It is spreading across Mexico. Remember, Mexico mines 25% of the world's silver every year. So it started here in Jalisco, state or province, whatever you call that. Puerto Vallarta, lots of places are on fire. Big billows of smoke. It also spread to Guadalajara. We've also got reports now of up here, all the way up here, Tijuana, Baja California. So let's see what the U.S. Consulate says. There are reports of roadblocks and criminal activity in Tecate, Ensenada, and Tijuana. So Tecate, which is, okay, Ensenada's here. Tecate, I forget where that's at, but Ensenada's here. So pretty much Baja California is compromised. U.S. consulate staff have been instructed to shelter in place, monitor local news, inform your friends and family of your welfare and whereabouts for emergency assistance. Here's the information. Wow. I'm going to tweet that out. I just try to get the news out, guys. Hopefully it's useful to somebody. So we'll put that out there. Okay, hold up. Cartel violence is spreading north to Tijuana. That's on the border with San Diego. Warn your friends and family if they're anywhere. Warn any friends and family anywhere in Mexico to shelter in place. Anywhere, guys, even if it's not impacted yet. This is spreading so quick. This is a highly volatile situation. Remember, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver every year. Okay, we got that out. I am tracking narco shootout. Okay, so look at this. Violence is occurring in 18 states. Wow. Alert. Violence is spreading in Mexico. Remember, they produce 25% of the world's silver annually. Guys, this is a huge deal. Put Mexico in chat if you think that had something to do with the breakout here. We had a big gap up on silver from 84.75 to 85.40, so just under $1. And we're about to take out our next target here on silver. Here we go. We are currently on silver at 86.41. We are just a handful of cents, less 10 cents, 12 cents away from our next target at 86.55. All the gangs will kick off as an opportune time. Yeah, I agree with you, John. I agree with you there. Okay, let's see. Gold here is pushing as well. Gold gapped up from $5,108.77 to $5,117.66, and it's coiling. I need to pick some fresh targets here. Hold up. Okay. Again, I'm usually way more deliberate with picking these, but this is emergency right now. I'm emergency picking our targets. I'm picking previous resistance zones and gap ups. There. Okay, I'll be done here in 1 second. Give me a second here. Guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, smash the like. We're almost to 1,500 likes, guys. Please smash it. 75 more will get us there. I really appreciate y'all's support. I really do. It means a lot. It means the world to me. It really does. Okay, and look at these are some... We've got previous targets up there, so that's cool. Okay, we should be good with these targets here. We should be good with these targets. At least for the next 15 minutes. Okay, let's drag this over. Okay. Wow, what a wild, wild opening here this evening. I'm going to be glued to the charts all night. Raven Wolf Club, thank you so much for the super chat saying, International Stacker, how many quadriplegics do you have? I'm one. I don't know if so, guys. Raven Wolf Club is a quadriplegic. Are there any other quadriplegics in the chat? Let Raven know. He wants to know if there's others here. Appreciate you for watching. Okay, Silver Futures is 86.17. That's awesome. You're here, Raven. Happy to have you here. We're going to 90, says Variable. Who agrees with Variable? If you think we're going to 90 tonight, put 90 in chat. Okay. Are you streaming early tomorrow or just... Yeah, early. So I'm going to stream Market Open. So guys, subscribe, turn on those notifications. I will be streaming the Market Open at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also the Shanghai market reopen after a week of shutdown. Probably 7:45 p.m. So I'll probably do a 7:45 a.m. and then a 7:45 p.m. live stream tomorrow. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. Okay. People think we're going to 90. They believe it. Okay, let me get a few more targets here for gold. And then we're going to go catch back up on the news, see what's happening in Mexico. Guys, it is shocking what's happening there right now. It is disintegrating. And this is why you always need to be prepared. You never know when society around you is just like 3 meals away from anarchy. It really is. So you need to be prepared. Part of the way I do that is with emergency food. I have a partnership with My Patriot Supply. Check out preparewithis.com. A sale right now on freeze-dried food. You put it in a closet, forget about it. It's good for 25 years. Hopefully you never need it. That's what I have in case of emergency. I have 6-month food supply. Again, my professional life, I help countries, cities, states prepare for, respond to, recover from disasters. So emergency food. So you got to be prepared. You got to have ways to protect yourself and families. I'm a big, big proponent of that. Okay, so let's come over here. Okay, we got the targets picked for gold. We're good now. We're set up for a mega run for gold and silver. And gold just pushed higher. Gold just pushed to a trading high of 5,152.48. Nice. Jonathan has 2-year. That's awesome. Once I move somewhere a little bit bigger and more sustainable, I will up my food supply. Wow, Okie Sooner is also a quadriplegic as well. So there you go. If you guys remember earlier, Raven Wolf Club asked if there were any other quadriplegics here. We got another quadriplegic in chat. So that's Okie. You know, we can build community on gold and silver and then sub-communities within that, right? Okay. Silver just pushed higher as well, 86.48. Our next target's 86.55. We're on a bit of a red candle, gold and silver, but I'm not nervous at all about that. Okie Sooner saying, I've been a quadriplegic since 77. Play Superman swinging out of the tree on a rope, diving into a river. Wow. Well, I'm glad someone grabbed you out of that river, Okie, and I'm glad you're here with us. 2-year supply with the family with extra, says John Ina. Good job. Yeah, 2-year. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm 6 months, and I do feel underprepared, but again, in my current situation, small down here in Key West, can't do it. But as soon as I move somewhere bigger, I will. Okay, so Old Day Toby is saying 86.81. If it gets through this, next stop, 102 area. Okay. And for Odie Toby, That was 4 in a row. You're okay with that? If you had done 5 messages in a row, one of the moderators certainly would have muted you. So, guys, you can spam a little bit, but not a lot. Less than 5. Do you know crabs are cannibalistic? Not in the crustacean nation. No, not these crustaceans. Okay, here we go. Breaking security alert number 2 from Tijuana, U.S. Consulate here. Update number 2. What's the iguana to silver ratio? I don't know, Daniel. I should do that, though. Security alert update. Ongoing security operations. U.S. Mission Mexico. Locations widespread, including Jalisco State, including Puerto Vallarta, Chapala, Guadalajara, Baja California, including Tijuana, Tecate, Ensenada, Quintana Roo states, including Cancun. Whoa! Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum, in Guanajuato, Guerrero, Michoacan, Oaxaca, Nuevo Leon, and Tampa. Oh, gosh, guys, this is tough. Please correct me in chat. I know I'm murdering this. Tamaulipas states. Event due to ongoing security operations or related roadblocks and criminal activity. U.S. citizens in the named locations should shelter in place until further notice, guys. This is not a drill. If I was anywhere in Mexico, I would be sheltering in place for sure. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm missing your messages right now. All government staff at the consulate, they're all sheltering in place. This is a big deal, guys. This is a big breaking deal. Let's check silver again here. Okay, silver just pushed higher while we were looking at that. 86.51 on silver. Gold 5,552, pushing higher. Look at this. In case you needed a reminder why border security is important, this person's saying, look at these drug cartels in Mexico. So look at these are all clips. So this is the first clip was the Costco. This is the airport. This is just look at that. Look at the dichotomy. A multi-million-dollar yacht. That is a multi-million-dollar yacht, and stuff's burning right there. Look at that. Look at that. So complete chaos in Mexico. And Owen is saying the silver, which I bought at the start of the stream, is 2 pounds higher already off the spec. Wow. Goodbye, Owen. He's one of our members there in Ireland. Who else is watching from Ireland? Let him know. And it's not El Chapo, it's El Mencho. El Mencho was taken out tonight, unalived by the Mexican Special Forces. Some say the U.S. is involved. I don't know. I haven't gotten that information yet. But it's late breaking. Security alert for Tijuana. Arizona News is putting stuff out. States, guys, the violence is spreading. Remember, Mexico produces 75 or 25% of the world's silver annually. Look at this. It is going down in Mexico. Alerts everywhere. Okay, that's a firefight. Look at this. These are these look like maybe cartel members. Or maybe this is the local militia, National Guard. I don't know. Probably cartel. It's probably cartel. Warn your friends. Look at I watched this video earlier. They're all speaking English up here. These are all you tourists from like the United States and other places. That guy's from Europe because he's got the Speedos on. It's probably. But if you're there right now and you are American, it is a severely dangerous situation. Shelter in place. This girl's giving an update from Puerto Vallarta.
With fire starting at the
She's giving an update. Okay, just passing along information from best friends from Mexico. It's a voice to text. It's broken English, but good intel. So here we go. Okay, so car started when that happened. CJNG stands for okay. It's we're gonna keep going. Follower of mine in Guadalajara just sent me this video of deceased authorities. Wow, guys, I saw a video of the military, some military members like in tears because they're like half their unit got taken out and they were traumatized. This is all footage coming from there right now. Let's check back on the charts here. I think the local silver mint guy is down there right now. Find out if you know them. Find out, Fire. Ask him what's going on. Southern California shelter in place. I don't know if Southern California has to yet. I have no reports of anything over the border yet, just in Mexico. So we're going to keep watching that. Guys, the silver charts have been open here for 35 minutes. We hit a session high of 86.51. We're coiling to go even higher. Our next target is 86.55 on silver. Gold, we have a sea of green candles, 5,147.47. Our next target's 5,157, so 10 away. We are at 59.54 gold to silver ratio, so 59.54 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. I bought AGQ Friday at 151. It's okay, Noah. Stay strong. Guys, and earlier I put this out. I put a bunch of tweets, but the one tweet I'm going to repeat to you, I did research on how this could impact silver. So Mexican cartel meltdown, silver supply threat. CJNG chaos in Jalisco, exploding blockades, threats to hotels, homes after El Mencho's, he's the drug cartel leader, his death. He got taken out by Mexican special forces. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Only 26 more subscribers till the next big show, and we're only 50 likes away from 1,600. I know we can do it. Keep doing it. Remember, Mexico, 25% of the world's silver comes from there. Previous violence already shut down mines in Sinaloa. 10 workers were unalived there, unfortunately, after they were taken. If it hits Jalisco, we could have issues. From my research I did, I believe the chaos is just 50 kilometers away from active mine project run by Endeavor Silver. I am invested in them, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. Am I going to sell them, panic sell them? No. I'm going to keep them. If the stocks go down for that because of the chaos in Mexico, I'll probably add more to my position. First Majestic Silver Corp AG, they have a mine in San Martin, roughly 250 kilometers away from Guadalajara. So could that be impacted? I don't know. One thing's for certain, we're going to find out. Just got here. I didn't miss the big show, did I? Old Fat Guy BMX, you missed one big show. But we're only 20. Well, we just took out the next target here. We just took out the next target. Ladies and gentlemen, we just took out the next target. Silver is shooting up higher. $86.62. We are 24 subscribers away from the next big show. I give away free gold, silver all the time. You just got to be subscribed. I'm going to be live in the morning, 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, covering Market Open. I'm going to be live tomorrow for the Market Open for China, 7:45 p.m. So you might as well subscribe. Turn on those notifications as we're pushing even higher here with silver. 86.69. Boom goes the dynamite on silver. Our next target is 86.83. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want me to keep going? Put keep going in chat if you want me to keep the stream going. Put keep going as gold's pushing higher at 5,150.96 to our next target of 5,157. Keep smashing that like button. We're only 40 likes away from 1,600. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. IS. You're the best. Whoa. You want me to keep going? Who wants me to keep going? Just Dario saying, I'm not an expert in Mexico, but one thing I can say with certainty, sunset in the east, Mexico begins in 1 hour, and in 4 hours will be dark everywhere in Mexico. The intensity of the events in the night will be a guide of the situation. Serious. Yeah, tonight is going to be extremely dangerous in Mexico, guys. Okay, you guys are telling me to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to stay. And that does please the Goblin. Mega! That does please him. Okay, we're currently trading at $86.61 on silver. Green candle on gold, 5,149.27. We're pushing even higher. If you think things in London are at the boiling point now, wait till the Bank of England admits it doesn't have any gold or silver, says make gold great. Look at this, just in. These are scenes right now to Puerto Vallarta. This is a major tourist area. Look at this. Multiple cars on fire. Someone's saying 87.43. Where are you seeing 87.43 at? Guys, if you're looking at APMEX or any of the bullion dealers, this is not the spot price. Their spot price always runs hotter than the actual spot price, because APMEX right now says 87.37. The spot price right now is 86.62. So don't get fooled. Okay. Let's go back here. So that's Puerto Vallarta. Look at this. Real-time map to track blockades across the country. These are blockades across the country. Look at all these. Whoa! Guys, keep smashing that like. We're almost to 1,700 now. Keep smashing it. And we're only 18 subscribers away from the next big show. Some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. Park Rat Metal Detective saying, silver is nice and all, but let's remember to pray for all those innocent people out there. Yeah, we do not want the violence in Mexico, and prayers go out to everyone impacted, friends, family members. It's all over everywhere. It's big breaking news right now. If you got friends or family down there, tell them to shelter in place. For the love of God, it is going crazy down there. Look at this. Watch what happens here. They get out, threaten these guys with weapons. Look. And then they spray gasoline. Look, they're threatening them. Get out of here. These are cartel members. And Sean's saying we're pretty close to Shanghai spot now, I think. Well, we'll check. Look, they like that. They spray the gas and they light it. I did see the footage after the fact, though. It actually did not stay burning. Okay, Murph saying, can you briefly explain where the spot price comes from and why it's different than the future market? Yeah, so this is the COMEX, and this is currently what spot price is trading at now. The futures market depends on the contract, so this price is for March. So although we're February 27th, this is tied to the March contract. So people can buy silver at the price now or buy silver positions for silver price in the future. So usually the silver futures price is usually more expensive than the spot price. And that's called contango. Right now we're at 86.18 silver futures, which is like right here. The spot price is higher, so we are in backwardation. That is a backwardation alert. Backwardation is when the silver futures price is cheaper than the current spot price. And that signals people want silver now. They don't want to wait till the next contract in March. They want their silver, and they want it now.
It's my silver, and I want it now.
It's their silver, and they want it now. They don't want to wait. That signals instability in the market. That signals tightness in the big bullion banks. Don't get fooled, says Jolly Lollipop. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, Jolly Lolly. And guys, I live stream all over the world. We have adventures all over the world. I've definitely been in sketchy situations with y'all on camera. It was not that long ago. I was cruising down the Nile River and we got attacked by pirates.
Okay, this boat is coming like really close to us. Guys, it's gonna hit the boat. Oh, this is not good. Guys, it's a freaking pirate. Oh my gosh, what's happening? All right, guys, look for art. Does anyone see an RPG in there? Oh, he's selling things.
Okay, it wasn't a pirate. It was an industrious Egyptian salesman. And you guys made me run down to my room. I got cash, Egyptian pounds. I dropped it over the side. Landed in the boat. You guys told me I wouldn't make it, but I made it. I got some Egyptian cotton and some Egyptian silver, and I gave it away to you. Okay, Okie Stacker saying, you know what? Not going up right now. The price is at Red Dirt Reserve, guys. This is where I get my Goldbacks from. He's in the chat. Okie Stacker. He's a member. He just started this. Check him out. I'm not being paid for this. I've bought from him, paid full price. I'm not getting discounts. Welcome to Red Dirt Reserve LLC. He's got Goldbacks. He's got some of the best deals on the internet. So go check him out. Support a channel member. And if you have a gold or silver business you want me just to cover on the stream, I'm happy to do it. I don't charge a cent. I just want to help you guys out. I like helping out new small businesses. I like helping out new smaller YouTube channels. So if you need help or you want it featured, just email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com. I will check it out. I will do my due diligence. I'm not just going to blankly put it up because I don't want scams and things to happen. But I will do my due diligence, and if it passes my sniff test, I will put it on there. Tell people about it. My order from him came in over the weekend, says Topple and Matrix. Awesome, Topple. How many Goldbacks did you get? My last order from him was this puppy right here. These are all 1/2 Goldbacks. Half of them are Oklahoma. The other half are Arizona. Love them. That's how my daughter, Rat Stacker, she also is the God Goblin during giveaways. She's also the God Goblin. I pay her and 1/2 Goldbacks for chores and different things. I used to give her 1 silver dime and 1/2 Goldback, but I had to recently back it down since the price is going so crazy. Oh, and Ralph Ramsey said Reckless Metals called you out several times over a week, and their work is sick. Yeah, guys, I have a collaboration coming with Reckless Metals. They're coming up with a brand new battle crab, so more information coming. They're making the prototypes now. International Stacker Battle Crab with Reckless Metals. It's not going to be this version. It's going to be a different one. So that's coming soon. And thank you so much, Oki, for the super chat saying you're the best ass. Well, thank you. I just love helping people out with their businesses and whatnot. I love when people can achieve their dreams, and I love being a part of that. 3,000 people on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. We're at 1,666 likes. The mark of the beast. Someone smash like, please. Get us out of there. We're only like 34 away to 1,700. The mark of the beast. Okay, breaking. CJNG cartel members just targeted a grocery store where a bunch of people were still inside. Those are people running out. Look at that. Breaking war in Mexico. Cartels launch massive. Do you guys think the U.S. is going to get involved, or are we going to fly some helicopters down there? I think if Americans start getting taken hostage and things, we certainly could see that. And this is the host country for the FIFA World Cup 2026. Oof, that might change. Look at this. Whoa. A prisoner escape is already being reported at this whatever Ixtapa prison in Puerto Vallarta. The security situation in Mexico is completely out of control. Wow. Just in, Mexican authorities have stated that the airport operations are continuing, but on board a flight, the captain says the exact opposite. The Federal Civil Aviation has suspended operations. Guys, I would not want to be on a plane on the tarmac right now. Wow. Okay, let's go back over here to the charts. Gold pushing for 5160. Let's go to gold. Guys, gold just took out our next alert. Gold just took out our next one. Gold just took out our next target here. Thank you for that. $5,159.77. Our next target is $5,165, and that is imminent here. We're going to watch gold here for 1 second. Silver's getting coiled up too here. And guys, we are just 70 likes away from 1,800. We're closing in on 2,000 likes. Thank you so much for the support. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Channel members, you know what to do. If I refresh this and it's 64,300, it's time for the big show. Channel members, you know what to do. Here we go. 64,300. Thank you so much. It's time for the big show.
Annual Crystal Light National Aerobic
Four
Champions
time.
featuring regional finalists from all across the United States competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the
Four
reigning
time.
1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champion.
4 times.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light Champion, International Stacker.
Thank you so much. The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 1,900 videos literally around the world on gold and silver adventures. I live stream all over the world. I live stream late breaking geopolitical issues. This video here was in the Czech Republic. This video right here was in Poland. This video right here was in Poland. This is the Fun Coin Show. I go all around the world with you guys. We go on such adventures. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on those notifications. 4-time Crystal Light Champion. Silver on another green candle, $86.71. Just about to move for our next target here. Our next target is 86.83. It's ripping on gold. We just set a new trading session high at $5,161.32. Our next target there is 5,165. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and please make sure to follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, at INTL Stacker. I put out late breaking information all the time. I was putting out all this stuff earlier before I ever went live, so if you want to stay up to date, make sure you got to follow me there. I'm going to see if any of you guys are tweeting at me. I see the gap at open tonight. Yes, Silver Cat, definitely was. Yes, for gold and silver. Answering this live right now on YouTube. Thank you for that, Silvercat. See if anyone else tweeted at me. Elizabeth says, a friend of Agenda Free TV, thank you for the excellent reporting. I believe this is the deadline others were talking about. It's just after 5 down. Yeah, the deadline passed. Guys, if you want to know what the deadline is about, put deadline in chat and I'll show you what it is. You guys might already know. I did not have Mexican drug cartels attacking Americans on vacation and locking down the country on my weekend bingo card. I did not either. We are all astronauts. It's impacting Alaska and it should not impact the other states at this time. It's spreading. See my retweets from official sources. It's spreading. Thank you for this. What's this? Mexico to deploy Blackout. Oh, it's a Black Hawk. That is actually old footage. That is recycled footage. I saw that a couple weeks ago. That is old footage. Someone tagged me in that. Thank you, Sicilian. I can't show that on the stream. That's a bad one. 100% agree with the analysis on my end. Okay. Stunning, says Sicilian Stacker. Thank you for that, Sicilian. Thank you, Variable. Okay, let's go back to here. And I'm going to show you guys. I saw some of you don't know what the 5 p.m. deadline is. Let me show you. And why am I covering this? I do cover geopolitics on this channel because they impact gold and silver. I think they had something to do with these gap up. Whoa! Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, we're shooting a moon. Hold up. Hold up. I'll show you the 5 p.m. deadline here in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, wow, we are at $87.10. Our next target is 87.12 silver. Gold just took out our next target too. Oh my goodness. 5,165. We're right at our next target there. Whoa. Okay, so for here's the 5 p.m. deadline. Breaking cartel chaos in Mexico. 5 p.m. deadline. CJNG narco cartel just dropped a terrifying ultimatum. Hand over El Mencho. So El Mencho was unalived tonight by the Mexican Special Forces. Some theorize the U.S. is involved some way, shape, or form. Body and names of who killed him, or we will enter homes and hotels. They give a 5 p.m. deadline. Streets are already burning. Guadalajara airport stormed. Puerto Vallarta resorts locked down and tourists trapped. Narco terrorists, blockades everywhere. Vehicles torched. Flights canceled. Shelter in place issued by the U.S. State Department. This is not a drill. Warn your friends and family if they're down there in the impacted areas. Reports of a prison being attacked. It was attacked and there was a jailbreak. Prisoners are flooding the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. This is complete chaos and anarchy. Breaking right now as silver and gold shoot higher. Channel members, what do you think? Is that a BGC? Let me know. Hadley, you said silver spot is at the COMEX. Can you actually buy it from the COMEX? No. So what I mean by that is the silver spot price is set by the paper market. The paper market is sets the spot price. There's a few different members of the paper market. You got the COMEX, which is out of Chicago here in the United States. You've got the LBMA, which is the London Metals Bullion Association in London. You got Shanghai Futures Exchange, Shanghai Gold Exchange. You got Australia. You got a few. Yeah, India. You got other countries. But those big bullion banks are supposed to have physical silver in their vaults to cover the action, and some of them do, but not what they're supposed to have, and they are running dry right now as we speak. And can you buy silver from them? No. Only big institutional players can get silver from those vaults, and they come in 1,000-ounce bars. One contract is 5,000 physical ounces of silver. We just took out our next target. We just took out our next target here of silver. 87.13. Our next target now is 87.32. Gold just took out our next target. So I hope I answered that question. Did that answer your question? I hope it answered it. Gold just hit 5,167. Our next target is 5,171 on gold. 113 ounce tonight. As Mexico gets worse, metals will react quickly, says Silver Put. I hope not. I don't have champagne. I've got sparkling apple cider. Can you tell me what kind of gold packs you showed? Oh, they're called Goldbacks. These are an alternate currency. They're made out of 24 karat gold, and they have small amounts of gold in them. Like these here have 1/2000th of an ounce of troy ounce of gold. So go to goldback.com if you want to learn more about them. And one of our channel members, Red Dirt LLC, or Red Dirt Reserve LLC, sells them, but they're not necessarily meant for stacking. There's a lot of companies, if you go to goldback.com, that accept these and they pay you the full value for them. I think one Goldback's like $9 right now. They've got 100% premium on them if you compare them just to their gold price. But all the businesses across the United States accept them at that level. They will take them as payment in that form, and other individuals will pay the going rate for them. So I like them. I've done very well on them. I like giving them away to you. I like keeping some of my personal stack. I got a bunch at $2, and now they're up nearly at 10. So I'm sitting pretty. How much of Mexico's 25% of the world silver production goes directly to China? I don't know, Michael. I'm not sure where that 25% goes. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Okay. We're continuing to push higher here on silver and gold. Okay. That's a pack of that's 101.5 Goldbacks. You can message Oki or message him on that. His website is this. Red Dirt LLC. You can go there and message him if you want it in the pack. I wanted it in the pack, so that's 101.5 Goldbacks for the pack. Okay, we're about to push higher here on silver and gold. And the reason I show Red Dirt's reserves page is he's one of you. He's a channel member. He had a dream. He started it. I was his first purchase. I bought a few times off him. Stand-up guy. Some of the best deals on the internet for Goldbacks. So I just buy from him. Buy local, support people who have the same passion as us, right? Gold and silver. A Mexican National Guard convoy moved from FGR Forensic Ambulance from AICM to Specialized Prosecutor's Office. The transfer sparked speculation it carried El Mencho. Wow. So a lot of people like to talk about proved silver reserves without realizing almost all of this is a byproduct from large polymetallic deposits, meaning more than one metal. Mexico, by contrast, is the biggest silver producer due to primary silver mines and epithermal systems. Fact check this. That is from Weimar. Silver Baron. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go back down here. I'm trying to get you guys late breaking news. Woo! Uh-oh, guys. So there's something that's called the pizza index, and people check pizza restaurants around the Pentagon. And if there's spike in pizzas afterwards, it usually means the Pentagon is handling major issues. It usually means an attack or a military action or operations coming. It doesn't mean that every time. It happens a lot in planning sessions too, but whatever it means right now, as of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's a mega spike in pizza at Extreme Pizza, which is near the Pentagon, nearly double its normal activity. The Pentagon should be closed. So while most pizzerias nearby the Pentagon are reporting low traffic, one of the closest pizzerias, Extreme Pizza, is reporting high traffic. So we're going to keep our eyes on the pizza orders around the Pentagon and see if multiple restaurants start to have spikes or if it's only that one. It could be a pizza party. You never know. If it's just one pizza place, maybe someone's having a pizza party. Okay. Let's go back to here, see what you guys are tweeting out. Okay, we'll go here. Going back up here. Let's go back to the silver. Guys, we're about to hit our next target here. Just had a mega spike of silver up to 87.31. We are 1 cent away from our next target at 87.32. Gold just took out our next target. Gold just took out the next target. 5,172.34. Our next target's 5,178. Let me see if I'm missing some questions here. Pepperoni shortage incoming, says Digital. That's funny. We used to use those as psyops, says Jonathan. I mean, I'm sure you could. Just ordered some. It only let me get 25 for whatever reason. Kyle, it probably means he's out. That's good. People are making orders. Awesome, Kyle. Enjoy them. Rick Harrison saying, I have a 1961 sealed bottle of Crown Royale I was saving for my retirement this coming June. If silver hits 300 before then, I'm going to crack it open and call in sick for 90 days. Yeah, Rick. Okay, Olby is putting an update in chat saying, update, corrections of mine report. Cartel believes Mencho is not dead. They want to see his body. Oh! So the cartels, okay, so according to old Toby in chat, he's saying that the reason the cartel's asking for his body is they think he might actually still be alive and taken. That's interesting. Chasing That MILF is saying, did we gap up today? Oh, yeah, we gapped up. Here's the gap up on silver. Almost $1. Here's the gap up on gold. Remember, all gaps must be filled. But, I mean, that's what you're taught in technical analysis. Really, it ends up being about 95% of the time. Like Tesla still has some gaps way low in it. But we'll see what happens here. Guys, we're getting a little bit of a slowdown. Channel members, what should I do? Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing we do on this channel that some scientists say works 90% of the time, every time, to turn a red candle green or a green candle into a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, what should we do? And they're putting it in a chat. It's time for the baby gator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was massive. I was almost like Chubbs on Happy Gilmore with the nub. Mrs. IS would have had to oil it every time I went live. I would have had a little nub. Luckily, I still have my digits. Let's see if the baby gator works, ladies and gentlemen. Some scientists say. And wow, thank you so much. We are at 64,322 subscribers. That means only 78 more subscribers until the next big show. According to AI, at my current trajectory, because the channel is exploding, we should be to 100,000 subscribers within a couple months. And I'm going to do another massive silver and gold giveaway at 100,000 subscribers. Even bigger than the last. I gave away over 100 ounces of silver, 800 1/2 Goldbacks in collaboration with Goldback.com, and some other gold and copper in 2025. This year, I've given away 26 ounces of silver. Thank you to everybody who helped give away some gold and copper. My next big giveaway is at 100K. Again, according to AI, will be there soon. So smash that like. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on those notifications. It's all you got to do to win and have fun and join the party. I go live all the time. And it's not just silver charts. It's not just breaking news. It was not that long ago. I was at the Great Pyramids of Giza, and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. SHFE here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
And that camel, Daisy the camel, became one of the matriarchs of our channel. You see the channel members dropping in the chat right now. Silver currently trading at $87.05. Its high of the trading session was $87.31, so about 25 cents higher than here. Our next target's $87.32. But guys, the baby gator worked. It was all the way down here when we started. Now look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's science. And gold had a pretty big candle too, but the baby gator chomped out a little bit of it. Look at that spinal cord hanging there. Let's go back over here to the late breaking news. Okay. Wow, look at this from Matt Wallace. He's saying CJNG, that's the cartel, is planning to rain down hell as night falls. That's a quote. Open source intel is saying U.S. citizens in these locations should shelter in place until further notice. Do not go out. Look how widespread this is. I tweeted out something that actually it shows it on a map. This was as of an hour ago. So who knows if it's bigger, but all these states that are red report cartel violence right now ongoing. We're talking attacks. We're talking roadblocks, cars being torched, banks are being lit on fire, gas stations. Wow. And there was a Costco lit on fire down there. Look at this. This is Puerto Vallarta. This is what it looks like. All kinds of information going on. Okay, now start the cartel war in Mexico. This is not Strauss Gold. Thank you so much to 2W1L Rider for becoming Diamond Claws. Ladies and gentlemen, I just created earlier today a brand new scene for all my Diamond Claws members. Thank you to all the members on the channel, but especially thank you if you got Diamond Claws. Thank you again to all the Diamond Claws members. Look at that crustacean covered with diamonds. And I got a question. If you're in chat, do you have diamond claws? Let me know right now who's got diamond claws. Diamond claws. Who's got them? Thank you to all the members. And again, thank you so much to 2W1 Lowrider for becoming a member. And Odell Toby saying, all feed stuff I'm getting directly from connections I have close to the matter. Thank you, Oldie Toby. Keep feeding them. And normally I don't like this too much spam, but yeah, do your 3 like you do, because that makes me see it. So keep doing what you're doing. That works. If you guys got a question for me, put at International Stacker, so it makes it orange to me. Let me show you guys. If you put at International Stacker, it makes it orange like that. So that tells me there's a question. So Chasing That Mel said, is today our only gap to fill? Yeah, today is our only gap to fill. So put at International Stacker if you want me to answer something, because it makes it glow orange at me and then I see it. Yeah, that's our only gap. That's our only gap. And guys, if this becomes the new low, I'm happy with that. 84 to 85 becomes the new low. So we push higher, then sideways for a little bit, bounce down, and then consolidate, push higher. That's pretty bullish. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. Variables asking what could cause a gap. It's just action in the market. There could be drivers off hours market that drive this. So part of this gap could have been the instability going on in Mexico right now. Remember, anytime there's instability, people run to physical gold and silver as a reaction. Usually when you get an entire market attack, usually when the market crashes, the whole stock market, gold and silver moves down initially, but then it will kind of start to move higher as people start shifting over assets. So instability, hype, a lot of energy last time it closed, all that stuff could cause the gaps. It could also be manipulation by big banks and stuff called washing and other trades that can cause it. And I know the question here in chat, Joanna, we have a gap around one. Okay. Joanna is right. There's a gap at 119, but it's okay. We'll fill that on the way up. And Tabruson is asking about the gold to silver ratio. Let me check on that for you. We are down to 59.32 ounces of silver for every 1 ounce of gold. So a little bit earlier on the stream, we broke 60. Now we're at 59.32. Remember, Shanghai closed at $88.16. We're currently at 86.65. Guys, we are... What happens if we're ahead of China when they open tomorrow night? Or is the big smackdown going to come later tonight, this evening, or in the morning? But what happens if we're higher than China? That's going to be interesting. Glory Rajosa, thank you so much for coming to Crab Cadet. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And channel members, remember, you get access to channel member-only live streams in the War Room here on YouTube. And what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. You must come fully clothed. I think the gap today was because your chart wasn't running for 2 minutes. No, look. So let's go to Pepperstone. Pepperstone has a gap. Let's go to Foxcom. Foxcom does not have a gap. FXCM does not have a gap. FX Open has a gap. So I'll look into it deeper, but look, this chart has a gap. Pyth has no gap. ICE has no gap. So I'll look into it deeper, but I'm pretty sure we gapped up. Oneida is one of the most accurate charts. That's why it's my favorite. It lags in after hours. It doesn't come on for a handful of minutes. So we'll see what happens there. It is a gappy McGapperson for sure. China will have a big gap up, says Jonathan. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think China's going to gap up when it opens tomorrow evening? I will be live, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put gap up if you think that for China. Last time we touched 90, price dropped 18% in 3 hours, February 4th. Thank you, Stripper Monkey, for that. Charles is saying, will AG and PA... Okay, so AG is the ticker for First Majestic, and PAAS is Pan American Silver. Stock suffer, saying they are Mexico mines. I don't know. We'll see. You guys, I did put out this tweet earlier for everyone who's just joining. I did some research on who... Okay, so here's the thing. When I put out this tweet, the only instability we were seeing was in Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. So I did my research earlier. 50 kilometers away from Puerto Vallarta and Tierra Nueva. Endeavor Silver EXK has a mine there. And then First Majestic AG has a mine in San Martin, which is about 250 kilometers north of Guadalajara. At the time, I wasn't sure if they were going to be impacted or not. But then I put out this tweet. And yeah, guys, I don't know. We'll see if the mines are impacted. At the very least, it could slow down operations, shut down. It could shut down operations for a few days, for a few weeks. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. Look at this. Gunmen hijack a fuel tanker, position it to seal off the road. They're shutting down roads. Then open fire on the tanker itself because they want to light it on fire. Wow. Guys, keep smashing that like. We're 30 likes away from 1,900. And again, we don't want this to be happening down there. Prayers for people out there impacted. Okay, this looks like new footage. Look, a new special operation against narco-terrorism is being reported in El Guerrero area, the state of Jalisco in Mexico. Those appear to be Blackhawks. And see the dust rising? That's from helicopter. We'll probably hear a minigun if I click on that. I'm listening for a minigun. Hold up. Hold up. I'm listening for like machine gun firing. Okay, I'm not hearing any machine gun fire. Those Blackhawks down there will have miniguns a lot of time on them. Looks like somebody's making a bunch of AI videos. So the attacks are certainly happening, but someone made some AI stuff. So there's going to be fake AI stuff out there for sure. The U.S. mission to Mexico lists tourist destinations including Cancun, Cozumel, Tulum, and Playa del Carmen on shelter-in-place notice for U.S. citizens. Wow. Look at this. Clashes in the streets of Puerto Vallarta. These are... Oh, that's... I think he's unloading on that car. I can't show too much of that. I was walking JPM's crypto guru. Okay. I gotta be careful what I show here, guys. It's getting spicy. It is getting spicy down there. Okay, I gotta be careful. Okay, we're back on the charts. It's slowing down here a little bit on the charts. We're currently at 86.51 on a red candle with silver. The baby gator did take a chomp out, but we're probably going to do some sideways consolidation, some negative pressure here. Hopefully we bounce down, fill these gaps, and move higher. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, old Toby saying, the mayor, a leader of the Sinaloa cartel, before El Chapo, one of El Chapo's sons tricked him into a meeting. He was kidnapped, thrown in a private plane, flown to the U.S., feds waiting, per airport chaos. So did that just happen, old Toby? Old Toby, did that just happen? Whoa. Did that just happen? Hold up. Is this a massive operation going on across Mexico right now? Look at President Pena Nieto immediately informing the nation of the capture of El Chapo Guzman after personally thinking, no. That's old, I think. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. That's a Costco. That's a blaze there. If everyone just joining, remember, why am I talking about Mexico? Well, first off, I covered geopolitics on this channel, which either directly or indirectly affect gold and silver. But don't forget, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver through mining. We mine about 835 million ounces a year. We consume more than 1.2 billion. So any slowdown in that silver is going to further exacerbate that deficit. We're in a 6+ year of deficits. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just took a bite of dinner. Mrs. IS brought me some dinner. I've been going for 2 hours. Do you guys want me to keep going? Put keep going in chat if you want me to keep going. We're only 16 likes away from 1,900 likes. Let me know. So to Bruce and saying, would I go to Argentina right now? So let's look on the map. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on in Mexico. Argentina is way down here. And Argentina literally means the land of silver. So if I had a business trip or something I was going to down there, would I still go? Yeah, I would still go down there. Now, if it was like something on the border with Mexico, I might be considering that. Reconsidering that. Argentina says it literally means silver. Land of silver, I believe. Hell yeah, Cold Stone Voice says Achilles sword. Thank you. Everyone's saying keep going. Okay, if you guys want me to keep going, let's get to 2,000 likes. We haven't done that for a while. 99 more likes to 2,000. Keep smashing it if you like what I do. I've dedicated my life to this. I'm doing YouTube full time now. I've been doing it for 5 months. So I'm pushing, and I appreciate all your support. I really do. And we are at, wow, 64,333 subscribers. That means 67 more subscribers until the next big show at 64,400. Okay, International Stacker says, Steve, if all pure silver is the same, why is Mexican silver cheaper to purchase? It depends what you're asking about, Steve. Are you talking about for industry? Are you talking about for numismatics, for coins? Because the silver libertads from Mexico have some of the more expensive premiums out there. But it's just based on the coin, the mintage, how they're minted, how they're released, etc. In terms of for industrial, I don't know the answer to that. It could be different purity. Depends what purity it's being sold at. I need a little bit more information. When is the cup and handle? The cup and handle happened. We're in a 45-year cup and handle. Look, silver, 45-year cup and handle. This is the quickest way to open it. So here it is. This is the 45-year cup and handle we're currently in silver. That's the cup. That's the handle. And then what you do is you take a line and you measure it from here to the lowest point. Bloop. And then you take that line and you put it here. Bloop. And that's how high you would expect it to go. And a 45-year cup and handle, again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, does not get resolved in a couple months. That's a year, if not more. Will Cartel seize control of the mint? I don't know, in Daystar. Let's see. Let's look where the Mexico mint is. That would be wild. Mexican mint. I'm guessing it's in Mexico City somewhere. Okay. Silver coin. Let's just try that. Silver coin mint. Location. Okay, it's in Casa del the Mexican. Okay. In San Luis or San Luis Poto. Okay, so let's take that. Let's go here. Okay. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's go back to the map. Let's type that in. Whoop. Okay, this is where the mint is at. Uh-oh. You guys, the mint is not far from there. Okay, let's consult the map. Let's consult the heat map. Is the Mexican mint going to get... Guys, that would actually be really smart for the cartel if they could storm the mint. Okay. That's the danger zones. Okay, that's not it. Let's close that. Okay, let's bring this over here. So... Okay, up here. So up here... Okay, that's Zacatecas. Zacatecas. I don't know. Is that in the danger zone? That's close. It could be. Oh no, San Luis. Yeah, guys, it's in the impact zone. What if the Mexican mint got looted? Okay, hold up. We're gonna put out a tweet. Hold up. We're gonna put out a tweet here. Okay, we got it here. We got the exact location. We got the exact location. Okay, it's right there. Okay, we'll go like this. Okay, we're going to pull a snippy snipperoo here. Okay, We're going to put out a tweet. This is going to be a good one. Hold up. Breaking, the Mexican Mint is located in San Luis Potosi State, which has cartel attacks ongoing. Will they make a run for the Mint to finance their operations? Oh, what do you guys think? Okay, let's make sure that's the right place. Let's make sure. Mexico Mint, Mexico Mint. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make sure. Hold up, let's make sure. Is this the right mint though? Or is this like a, like a different mint? I don't know if this is the right mint. Hold up. Yeah, look, Mexican Mint. Hold up. We're trying to figure this out live. Casa de Mondo was established in 1535. Okay. Okay. The ancient headquarters are currently... The Mint's main client is the Bank of Mexico. So yeah, I think that is it. Okay, Bank of Mexico. Okay, let's check out Bank of Mexico real quick. Sorry, guys. We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. Bank of Mexico. Bank of Mexico. Okay. Mexico City. So we're going to run with this. Breaking, the Mexican Mint is located in San Luis Potosi State, which has cartel attacks ongoing. Will they make a run for the Mint to finance their operations? This is the Mint that serves the Banco de Mexico. Thank you for that, Charles. Thank you for saying one line up. Okay. Okay. Time to hoard libertades. Time to hoard libertades. That's the main coin coming out of Mexico. Okay, so we're going to put that out. Bang. Thank you for ever flagged that. So that's out. That's out. Go retweet that. Okay, let's go back to the charts here. Thank you so much to Daniel Whitley for the super chat. Making it rain on the Goblin. I really do appreciate that. Saying Australian silver stocks up 10%. Wow. Nice. That's a good sign for us for tomorrow, whoever has the U.S. stocks. Ralph says stop, so stop. Why, Ralph? Why are you telling me to stop, Ralph? Ralph, why are you telling me to stop? John, why are you telling me to stop? Absolutely the stupidest Why? It's the Mint. It's the Mint. It's in an impacted state. The cartel is violently attacking, lighting things on fire. They're literally burning banks. Why would they not go for the Mint? I think that's a good post. Let's take a poll. Is that a stupid post or a good post? Put stupid in chat. Don't do that bad inflow. Okay, I'll adjust it. I'll adjust it. Here we go. How about this? Will they be impacted? Could they possibly become a target? to finance cartel operations. No reports. This is a serious question. A question that arose during my live stream. Is that better? Is that better? Put better in chat if that's better. If you still think it's poop, put poop. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. We're on a little pile up here. Is that better? Drop the finance part. Some say poop. Oh, remove break-in. Okay. How about this? Mexico. There we go. Is that better? That's better. I mean, it is breaking because the mint is in a place that's impacted. I still think that's okay, but we changed it. Mexico. The Mexican mint is located in San Luis Potosí State, which has cartel attacks ongoing. Will they be impacted? Could they possibly become a target to finance cartel operations? No reports. This is a question that arose during my live stream. This is the mint that serves Banco de Mexico. Time to hoard libertades. I think it's an okay post. Is it better? Cartel leaders are following international stacker. They have diamond claws. Is that better? Rudy says, okay, great. Now we're all liable. The poop is better. Wicked says, let it ride. I mean, it's a serious question. Now, what happens if we wake up tomorrow and we saw that the mint got raided? All of a sudden, you're going to be like, oh. I mean, it's a serious question. There's literally videos and reports of them burning down banks. I think it's a serious question. It's a dumb question until it happens. Then we're like, people are like, well, I didn't think of that. Is Cartel sending orders? No. Like, the funny part about that was time to hoard libertades, but I did that to kind of be funny. That's not funny. That's what's going on there. Mexican army operating in Puerto Vallarta. There they are. I'm not giving them the ideas. They're busy, guys. They're not on Twitter like going, where's the target where you go to? Okay. We saw this earlier. The cartel gets out of here. Let me skip through it. They threaten these guys. They take the gas. Look, they spray the gas and then they light it on fire. They're doing that to banks, reportedly. They're doing that to gas stations. Will the gang members force the mint workers to mint more 2025, says in Daystar? I don't know. I'm not encouraging. I'm asking a question, AR. I'm not encouraging. Okay, here, incredible. This is a big deal right here. This is billions of dollars they might lose right here. Look, get out of there. Hear incredible chatter that after the accelerating and expanding cartel violence across Mexico today, FIFA is considering moving the upcoming World Cup games in Mexico to additional sites in the U.S. Guys, if I was running the World Cup and this was happening right now and it's this year, I would be moving the World Cup. Wouldn't you? If you were in charge, wouldn't you be? I would. Well, this looks like oh, they got him there. That's the cartel boss's son. The son of cartel boss El Mencho has been captured. Wow, so allegedly the father is not with us anymore and the son is there. I just turned on Fox News and CNN. They're not covering the situation in Mexico. I think they are now. Okay, we'll go here. We'll hop back over here. Oh, 525 won the duel against me. You're fine. People are so sensitive, says Daniel. I think it's a good question. I think it's a very logical question. Our next AI Asian guy video, he will report international stacker planning mint heist to cartels. Oh my gosh. The most important question is the one that sometimes tries to stop you from asking. There you go. Park Rat Metal Detecting. Okay, this looks like we're starting to coil here a little bit with silver. The MSN is not covering it. Someone's saying, "Wow." Well, let's just type this: Mexico attack. Let's see what pops up online. Washington Post. But look, it's all okay. Mexico under siege. That's TMZ. Mexico's most powerful leader killed. Security. Washington Post is not really reporting on it because they're saying, "Oh, someone's killed." Not Mexico's literally on fire and being attacked. American tourists left stranded in beautiful Mexico. Daily Mail. Chaos at Mexican airports. Okay, so that's 1 mile at a time. Reuters, cartel drones become a flashpoint. Okay. Let's go to X. Let's see what people are saying. Should not impact other states. Oh, that's the wrong post. Hold up. Okay. I'm sure they have the ability to transport to the United States readily available, says Poncho. Much better, says No Business Yours. Thank you, No Business. Fake, says Santiago. How is it fake? Literally, check the news. They caught the sun outside the Mint when IS Stream was live on his phone. Come on. Breaking U.S. stock market futures open lower in their initial reaction to President Trump raising the global tariffs. Apparently, narcos are evacuating. They're excavating highways. Look at this. They're excavating the highway. If that's real, this could be old footage, but if that's real, that's pretty wild. Breaking Marine helicopter circling Puerto Vallarta, Mexico now. Is that? Hold up. That says Marina. Marina. And that is not U.S. markings. These are not American helicopters. Those are probably like local authority helicopters. But I could see how someone would think it says Marine on there. That's okay. Elon will take care of it, says John. Breaking Fox News. Cartels attack Mexico's man. Come on, John. Oh, man. You guys are going to troll me about that post for the next 10 years. That's how the Crustacean Nation started. That's how Luster for Life became a thing. That's how all these things kind of became. That's how we got the big show. You guys just trolling me mercilessly. And thank you so much. We are at 2,036 likes. We're only 60 likes away from 2,100. And guys, we're at 64,344 subscribers. That means we're only, what is that? 56 subscribers, 66 subscribers away from the next big show. And we're coiling here. It looks like we might be heading higher on silver soon here. Oh, Marina is Mexican Marines. Thank you for that variable. That makes sense. So that post was actually correct, technically, because it's the Marines in Mexico, not the American Marines. So that makes sense. Boy, would your face be red, says Daniel. Okay. We had a little bit of attack, a little bit of a dip here. We'll see what happens here on gold and silver. Cadence is saying I have a lot of Karens here. Nah. People are voicing their opinion, and I take it seriously. I love your guys' feedback, and if I'm doing something that's a little too hyperbolic out there, I appreciate the feedback. Now, we do sometimes get Gaw Karens around here, and channel members have a special emoji for the Gaw Karens. Okay, Odd Job, I'll check it off stream. I always, oh, that's Stilly the Stacker. Hold up. I didn't realize Stilly the Stacker changed his name. See, 1 second here. Stilly the Stacker. Stilly the Stacker, I don't see. I'm going to have to look later, man. My email is just a mess. There's a million messages. Yeah, I have to look later. Sorry, Stilly. Okay. Hey, Still City Stacker, good to see you. Hey, Steel City Stacker, Rat Stacker got that package you sent. She loved it a lot. She loved that little gingerbread man made out of copper. So thank you for sending that. Rat Stacker got sent some Gotax, ladies and gentlemen. Steel City Stacker sent her something cool. With 3,000 on the stream, we can have one heck of a crab raid tonight, says Variable. We can. And I've got a channel lined up for a crab raid when we're ready to do it, but we're still going. Top story on CNN, says Standard. Okay, guys, we're getting a request. Who wants to see Viola? I met a girl. She's single in Poland. Works in the Germanium Mint. She's looking for a suitor. Her name's Viola. Who wants to see her? The Mexican army is deploying heavy armor to crush the narcos. Look at that. But the narcos literally have RPGs. They could take stuff like that out. Please not back to the basement. No, I've got a small channel lined up. Okay, people want to see Viola. Here she is.
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. She's Polish. She lives in the Germanium Mint. She's looking for a suitor. Tenth green month. Yeah, guys, look at this. I want to take you to the monthly chart here. Even with the massive attack on silver, look at this. This is the monthly chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last 10 months, green candles. The last 12 months, all green candles, one red. So when you guys get nervous, my Roomba is single, says Viv B. That's such a funny comment. I love that. When things get sketchy on the charts and you start to feel bad, just zoom out. So that's the month. Let's look at the weekly chart here. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. 8 are green. Go back here to the 5-minute. $2,100 people on the stream. Thank you so much. Keep smashing like. 38 more likes to go to 2,100. I know we can do that. Whew. Did that make you feel better? Put feel better in chat. Zooming out. And guys, we are just 50 subscribers away from the next big show. 64,350. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what you guys are tweeting. Let's see what comments are on there. Well, let's link them. Let's help him out here. And then let's also look at the U.S. Embassy one. Hold up. Okay, let's go here. U.S. Consulate, Tijuana. Okay. I'm seeing if this one mentions that state. Okay, so we'll go back to here. Which allegedly here we go. That's a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Come on. Persimmon. Okay. So we'll go down to here. Oops. I'm just replying to that comment real quick. Show them where I got it from. There we go. It's even much better now. What do you guys think? Much, much better? Put much, much better in chat if that's even better. If you accept... Okay. Trump poked his arms. That's killing the queen. Guys, it is crazy. Crazy situation going on. There's such crazy footage coming out from Mexico. I got to be careful what I show. It is just breaking loose. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we're doing some consolidation here on silver. Currently on a green candle, 86.47. So just for the evening, we are up 2.16%. For gold, we are up 0.81%. So almost a percent. Trading at 5,149.52. Ugh. Guys, I gotta eat dinner. I'm gonna be live at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. I'm also gonna be live at 7:45 p.m. tomorrow evening when Shanghai opens back up. We're gonna see what happens there. So make sure you guys subscribe, turn on those notifications. I kind of gotta eat and get ready for tomorrow, guys. I got a lot of investigations to do, a lot of news, a lot of stuff I gotta do. Do you guys want to do a crab raid? Who wants to do a crab raid? The whole intent of a crab raid is to help out smaller channels. So what we do is we go there, we flood the chat with crabs. And I don't ask you guys to subscribe normally unless they're like about to become monetized. It's your choice if you want to subscribe, but we flood the chat with crabs. We smash the like button. We do this for smaller creators. And this creator I found right now, he's live. He has 4,000 subscribers and 61 people watching. So I think we crab raid him, and then I'm going to get ready. I'm going to be live at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. I can't send you guys there automatically, but I'm going to put the link in chat. So 1 second here. Crab raid here. My likes will skyrocket if I promise to interview the... Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to put the link in chat. We're going to go there. I'll see you guys all in the morning. Thank you so much. There it is. We're going to go do the crab raid right now. Thank you so much. And it looks like he's giving away silver. So I'll see you guys in the AM. Subscribe, turn those notifications, smash like on your way out. Thank you so much. And to everyone, I'll say CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. Thank you.